y'all. Just got off of work. How y'all doing, family? How y'all doing? Good morning, good morning. Ooh, ooh. If anybody's coming in, double tap the screen, double tap the screen. Let me know you're in the building. Let me know you're in the building. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Ooh, welcome in the chat, everybody. Welcome in the chat. If anybody's coming in here, double tap that screen, double tap that screen. Let me know where y'all watching from. Let me know where y'all watching from, family. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, y'all. How y'all doing, family? How y'all doing? Double tap that screen. If you're coming on in, double tap that screen, y'all. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's doing good. Ooh, just got off of work. I'm hungry, y'all. I'm hungry. I got Robin in the building. What's up, Robin? I'm here. I'm here. I just got here. How you doing, Robin? I gotta turn this phone on. Hold on. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Ooh, what that boy Robin now? Robin in the building. Ooh, let me get this work phone on. Anybody send a super chat $5? I'm gonna donate a membership, gift a membership. Anybody send a super chat for $10? I'm gonna go ahead and get 2 memberships. But we're gonna go ahead and get these hot sausage patties. I hope everybody's doing good. Double tap that screen, double tap that screen. I got the hot sausage patties, the hot beef patties, that Patton. Ooh, I just got off of work. I said I'm hungry. I said no leftover red beans today. Might have to wait. Ooh, positive energy and good vibes. Drop in that chat where y'all watching from. Where y'all watching from, family? Let us know. Let us know. Ooh, anybody's coming in the building, let us know where you're watching from. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming in the building and liking and liking and liking, y'all. Yeah, we're about to make some hot sausage. I mean, some hot sausage patties with burger patties. I don't know if y'all eat the two together, but I know I do. Ooh, get them on that griddle real quick. Let that griddle warm up, you know. Yeah, how y'all doing, family? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I see Boogie Time in the chat. Shout out to my baby Boogie Time TV. Anybody else in the building? I see Robin in the building. Robin the Shoot in the building. Ooh, if anybody's in the building, let me know you're in the building. And let me know where y'all watching from, fam. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Anybody in that building, drop a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. Drop a ooh. Yeah, let us know, chat. Let me see. Let us know you're in the building. Let us know. Drop where y'all watching from. Ooh, positive energy and good vibes, y'all. Just got off of work. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family, y'all. How y'all doing? Ooh, where my Boogie Time TV with that? Ooh, all right, am I back? Am I back? Let me see. I'm on this phone. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back, yo. Welcome in the chat. Welcome in the chat, everybody. I'm getting these hot sausage patties on there first. If anybody's in here, drop in that chat where you're from and drop a ooh. Yeah, let us know where you're from. Where you're from. I used the rest of this little ground meat I had in the buns. So let me see. Let me get this ground meat ready. Ball it up, ball it up, ball it up. Welcome in the chat, y'all. Welcome in the chat. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being here. Let's sprinkle it with the tone is. Welcome in the chat. Y'all drop a ooh if y'all in the comment section, y'all. Y'all drop it in the comment section where y'all watching from. Drop a ooh and let us know y'all in the building. Let us know y'all in the building. Ooh. Welcome in the chat. Welcome in the chat, y'all. We hungry over here. We hungry, y'all. We hungry. I know I'm hungry. I'm not making no fries with it though. I'm gonna be I got some chips that I had left over from my lunch break. I'm gonna be eating them chips, y'all. Ooh, we got Alex in the building. Alex in the building. How you doing, Alex? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that like button. How y'all doing, family? Yeah, look at that sausage. You know, use that sausage grease. Add that flavor. Ooh, if anybody's in here, positive energy and good vibes. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hope you're doing phenomenal, everybody. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Ooh, how y'all doing, family? Drop in that comment section where y'all watching from. And let us get a ooh y'all. Let us get a ooh Let's see. Good, about to get up and make some breakfast. Yes, indeed. I just got off work. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Anybody coming in the chat, how y'all doing? Welcome to the Phenomenal Family Channel. Thank y'all for every single thing y'all do. We're going into a new year, leaving them negative energy in the past, leaving that gossip, that drama. Yes, y'all come on over, have a good time with the Phenomenal Family, y'all. We be cooking, we be traveling, we be doing all type of family activities, y'all. Welcome to the Phenomenal Family. Thank y'all for being part of the Phenomenal Family. Thank y'all for every single like, share, comment, subscribe, every single minute, second, hour y'all give over here on the Phenomenal Family Channel, guys. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Oh, thank y'all for being over here. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much, so much. Let them patties get right. Let's see. We got Alex good about to get up, make some breakfast. Then he put me too. I just got off at 5. That graveyard shift. Yes, indeed. Look, if y'all coming in. Double tap, double tap, double tap, y'all. Double tap that screen. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know how you like your burgers. Yes, and drop a ooh wee up in that comment section, y'all. Drop a ooh wee. We doing positive energy and good vibes over here on the Phenomenal Family Channel. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We going into the New Year's, guys. Going into the New Year's, y'all. How y'all doing? New Year. Yeah, New Year. Ooh wee. Welcome to the New Year, New Year, New Year, y'all. New Year's right around the corner. Welcome in the chat. Welcome in the chat. Positive energy and good vibes. How y'all doing? Wake up, wake up, wake up. What you still sleeping for? Get about that bed. What you doing? Ooh wee. Let that little more, then we're gonna flip it on over, y'all. Flip it on over. Positive energy and good vibes. Done with ketchup, lettuce, tomato, and bacon. Ooh, wee! Positive energy and good vibes. How y'all doing, family? Yes, yes, yes. Letting that hot sausage get right on that griddle, y'all. Letting that hot sausage get right on that griddle. Y'all see? Ooh, wee! Anybody else in the chat, y'all drop a ooh, wee in there. Y'all drop a ooh, wee in that comment section. Yeah, y'all double tap that screen if you forgot to double tap that screen. Don't forget to double tap that screen, y'all. Ooh-wee. Yes, double tap that screen. Double tap that screen as y'all come on in. Y'all come on in, family. Come on in, double tap that screen. Let us know where you're watching from, family. Ooh-wee. Shout out to Joshua in the building. How you doing, Joshua? Yeah, drop in that comment section where y'all watching from. And y'all drop a ooh-wee. I wanna see a ooh-wee up in the chat, y'all. Yeah, we got that ooh-wee in the building. Positive energy and good vibes. We at 8 likes right now. Thank y'all for the 8 likes. Thank y'all for coming through. How y'all doing, family? Right now we're making hot sausage patties. Yeah, burgers and hot sausage patties. Perfect combination. Yes, indeed. You see that great. Ooh-wee. If anybody's coming on in, positive energy and good vibes. Good morning, good morning, good morning, world. Yes, 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 y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank y'all for everything y'all do. Yes, we woke up this morning, y'all. We woke up. We woke up, y'all. Let's see that it's still gonna be sizzling. Let it get on down. Let it get on down. I do have to get them buns ready. Them buns ready as well. Ooh, let me get them buns ready. Hold on. I know I had about 3 or 4 buns left. Let's see, 3 buns left. Couldn't let them go to waste either. How y'all doing, family? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Anybody's in here, y'all let me know y'all in the building. Let me know you're in the building. Ooh wee. Shout out to the whole wide world, no matter where y'all watching from, guys. Happy New Year to you and your whole family. I hope everything that you wanted is coming your way, guys. Everything that you wanted is coming your way, guys. Ooh wee. Let them sausage patties get down some more. Shout out to the ninth like in the building. The ninth like in the building, y'all. Ooh, y'all got it to 9 likes. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. How y'all doing, phenomenal family? Yes, indeed, yes, indeed, yes, indeed. If anybody's coming on in here, hit that like button. Yeah, hit that subscribe button too, y'all. Come check out the content, y'all. Come check out the content. Let me get a ooh wee up in that chat, y'all. Yeah, drop a ooh wee and drop where y'all watching from, y'all. What state or country you're watching from, y'all. Y'all let us know in that comment section, y'all. Let us know, let us know, let us know. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Ooh wee! Yes indeed, yes indeed. If anybody's in here, positive energy, good vibes. Where y'all at, family? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Ooh wee! Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Yes indeed, yes indeed, yes indeed. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome on in, y'all. Welcome on in. We getting these hot sausage patties ready. Who's over here? Who's over here in the chat? Anybody in that background? All right, all right. So we're gonna get this to the front part of the griddle. That should be good. Get that towards the front. Flip it over. Flip it now. Yes, indeed. Look. Yes, indeed. Look, because we gotta use that all too, y'all. Once we get some burgers, y'all. You know that sausage, that sausage, oh, get some good flavor, y'all. Make sure you use that. Ooh, if anybody's in the building, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome in the chat. Welcome in the chat, y'all. I gotta put some Tonys up on there. Hold on a second. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Flip it over to get some wax paper, y'all. Hold on. Let me get some wax paper. Let me get that wax paper, y'all. Let me smush this thing on down. Hold on. Smush them burgers on down. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Ooh. Who's in the building? Who's in the building over here on a phenomenal family channel? Where y'all at, family? Drop in that comment section where y'all watching from. Yes, yes, yes. Anybody in the building? We got Boogie Time in the building. Miss Connecticut herself, y'all. Welcome in the building, Miss Connecticut. How you doing? How you doing, Boogie Time? How you doing? Yeah, let that oil, that sausage oil, get it some flavor, y'all. If any of y'all don't know, don't drain that sausage oil. That's a lot of flavor. Yes, indeed. Let me spread these across the bottom of the grill. Okay. Soak up in the oil while I still get the little sizzle. All right, we got the burgers on there now, y'all. We got the burgers on there now. If anybody's coming in the chat, y'all drop in that comment section where y'all watching from. Yeah. And how y'all like y'all burgers, chat? How y'all like y'all burgers? Ooh-wee. Yes, yes, yes. Come on here. One, two, then next one. There we go. I'm trying to clock this out because I got one more bun. One more bun. I gotta let these burgers get right, yeah. I let them burgers get right. Mush it down more. Ooh-wee. Get them thin. Get them thin, y'all. Ooh-wee. Yes, indeed. Ooh-wee. If anybody's coming in here, I'm making me some hot sausage patties with burgers. Hamburger patties, y'all. We got them hot sausage patties staying warm down here on the griddle down here, y'all. Ooh-wee. How y'all doing, family? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, chat. If anybody's in here, welcome in the chat, welcome in the chat. Y'all hit that like button, let us know where y'all watching from. Welcome in the chat, welcome in the chat, y'all. How y'all doing, family? How y'all doing? Ooh-wee. If anybody's in here, drop a ooh-wee in that chat for me, y'all. Drop a ooh-wee in that chat. I want to see a ooh-wee in that chat. Ooh-wee. Let some of that please drip down. Some Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. If anybody comes in here, drop in that comment section where y'all watching from. Yeah. Should have got some fries to go with this, but I got some chips. Some chips I had left over from my lunch break last night. I might not have that much chips. Yeah. Let's see. Don't go ahead. Look. I got chips. What is it? Smoked Gouda mac and cheese. Smoked Gouda mac and cheese by Walmart name brand. I could taste that smoke flavor. Mm. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Mm. Smoked Gouda mac and cheese. Mm-hmm. 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 Now we're gonna be getting ready to put some cheese on these burgers. Because one of them is gonna be a double, and then the other two burgers are gonna be the same. So I got one more pass. If anybody's in the chat, drop where you from, fam. Ooh-wee. Right, the burgers are done. Make sure they Let's see how we're about to do this. I know how I'm gonna do this. Hold on. This is the double. Ooooweeee! Let's see this thing. Let's see. Get this on the bone. How y'all doing, family? How y'all doing? Yes. Right. Let's slide that on there real quick, yeah. Let's slide that all the way on there. Hold on. Slide that on there. I gotta get the other bun for this double, so hold on. Sleepy in the building. What's up, Sleepy? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Sleepy? Good to see you in the building. Good to see you over here. Good to see you, Sleepy. Shout out to Sleepy, y'all. Shout out to Sleepy. All right, there we go. Time to eat. Time to eat. We got the bottom of it right here, y'all. We got the double hamburger, double hot sausage patty. Ooh, let's turn the griddle off real quick. We're gonna throw lettuce all on top of here. Yeah, let's throw lettuce all on top. Hold on. That's the double one. Ooh-wee. Let me eat one of the single ones though. I'm gonna eat one of the single ones. I'm glad I don't get heartburn. And that's the hot sausage patties though. And the burgers. Hot sausage patty with the burgers. So let me go ahead and take a bite and try this out. Mmm. Mmm. Ooh-wee. Mm. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Mm. Drop in that comment section where y'all watching from. How y'all doing? Mm. 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 Carlton in the building. Rose in the building. How y'all doing? Mm. That's right, Rose. Always be yourself. Mm. Mm. That tastes so good, y'all. Y'all ever eat hot sausage patties? Mm. I usually eat hot sausage patties on po' boy, po' boy bread, but man, it's not bad on the bun either. It's pretty good. Y'all ever had hot sausage? Let me know in that comment section. Y'all eat hot sausage patty? Not that boy AD. How you doing, AD? Drop where you watching from. Mm. Yeah, drop in that comment section where y'all watching from. Let me get a ooh-wee in that comment section, y'all. Ooh, New Year's is coming, y'all. Hope you have a blessed New Year's, y'all. Happy holidays to all of y'all. Hope you had a blessed Christmas, y'all. For real, for real. Shout out to every single body out there, y'all. Thank y'all for doing what y'all do. Fort Worth, Texas in the building. Mm-hmm. I was hungry. I was gonna eat some leftover red beans. My wife's the cook. My fiance, she's the cook. There she is right there, Boogie Time TV. Ooh, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Mm. These are chips I'm eating. I wanted fries, but I was hungry, so it's smoked Gouda mac and cheese. You can tell it's smoke. You can tell it's smoke. And you can taste the Gouda. Shout out to that boy High By. Ooh, not Dr. Phil. Mm. Mm. Hey, for real though, y'all ever had a hot sausage po' boy? Ooh, mm. Y'all ever had a roast beef po' boy with shrimp on top? Mm-hmm. Saint in the building. How you doing, Saint? Tiara? Kim knows about that hot sausage. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I ain't ate since yesterday about the same time. Besides, like some of these chips. I guess you eat at one time, you be hungry. Mm-hmm. 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 Ooh-wee. Then you got to think if I just walked, what was it, 16 miles, I think your body needs something. Gotta have some kind of energy. Mm. I work overnight, so I work overnight, guys. So I gotta eat sometime. This is my dinner, y'all. Uncle Charles in the building. Yeah, the graveyard shift. I just got off. I had to come eat something. How y'all doing, though, family? Ooh-wee! Our Adam's still in the building. Mm-hmm. Ruben in the building. Look, y'all drop in that comment section where y'all watching from. And have y'all ever ate hot sausage patties before? You know, my favorite name brand is Patton's. Mm. There you go. Let me do that. 5 minor. That sounds phenomenal. There we go. Look, I'm topping it off right now. Sprinkle, sprinkle right on top. Shout out to my Boogie Time TV. Shout out my Boogie Time TV, y'all. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Mm. Mm. Anybody coming in, y'all? I hope you have a blessed new year for real, for real. Flavors in the building. Peanut Butter Man's in the building. You know, right now we just chilling, we just vibing, y'all. I just got off of work. Shout out to Clint. Look, if anybody's coming in here, drop in the comment section where y'all watching from. Drop a ooh-wee. If anybody comes through with a $5, super chat, I'll gift out a membership. I'll give him back, guys. Anybody coming in with a $10, I'm gonna do two. Shout out to every single body out there. Thank y'all for everything y'all do. Mm, mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Who, me? Man, I be having so much energy and so much passion, and I don't know why I don't be getting, especially when I get home, I don't be getting tired. Tidal Wave and Addict's still in the building. It's going good. I just got off of work, came straight home, prepared a meal on this griddle. Some of y'all probably thought I was gonna eat this all. This back is thick, thick, y'all. It's like a Whataburger. Mm, mm. Shout out to the 17 likes out there, y'all. How you doing, April? April Hampton. Let us know where you're watching from, April. Flavors, let them know where you're watching from, Flavors. Mm. Not that boy Vic with that ooh-wee. Mm. Y'all let them know in the chat where y'all watching from. Houston. We got Connecticut in the building. Got Houston in the building. I don't know where Danville is at, but shout out to Danville. We got Auburn in the building. James Daniels in the building. Sergio in the building. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey, y'all like them hot sausage patties or what? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sergio said he's from New Orleans in the building. Ooh-wee. It's good to see some New Orleans people in here. Mm-hmm. We got Black Barbie with Florida. You know, shout out to Vic, Tripping. Mm. I'm finished, y'all. Mm. Mm-hmm. That was so good, y'all. I'm full. I'm definitely full. Hit the spot too. I've been craving the hot sausage. Taco for breakfast, burger. What y'all having for breakfast? Y'all drop in that comment section. What y'all having for breakfast? I had a hot sausage patties, a hamburger on top. You know, like ooh wee. And don't knock it till you try it. You know, let us know where y'all from. You know, y'all eat the hot sausage patties. You know, y'all eat patties or what? Y'all eat hot sausage patties? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Hold on, y'all. I'm putting the stuff up. I literally had just got off of work, y'all. Literally just got off of work. I woke up overnight. Ugh. It's been a long week. You know, if anybody's in, ooh, we got Texas in the building. What kind? Let's see, peanut butter toast, bro. Ooh, shout out to Taylor. Okay, if anybody comes in here and sends a super chat, I give memberships out. We'll be gifting the membership out. You know, I'm about to be chilling with y'all for a little bit. Come and chill with y'all for a little bit and vibe. If anybody's in this thing, how y'all doing? Georgia smoked sausage. You know, y'all, do y'all even eat hot sausage patties? Any of y'all eat hot sausage patties? Y'all let me know in that comment section. Ooh, hey, that was good. That hit the spot, y'all. Man, did it. What? You know, shout out to everybody in the whole wide world, guys, no matter where y'all watching from. Y'all let us know in that comment section where y'all watching from if y'all in the building. If y'all in the building. We just got done cooking, guys. I didn't stay cooking long, you know. It don't take that long to do hot sausage patties and some hamburger buns, you know. But if anybody's in here, drop in that comment section where y'all watching from. I gotta go get my headphones real quick, my headphone thing. And we could just chat and chill for a little while, y'all. You know. I've been watching shout out to Virginia in the building. You know, I've been watching Stranger Things, y'all. If anybody's into Stranger Things, how far do you drive to work? You know, I used to drive far, but I live probably like 6 to 10 minutes. You know, it ain't too far. Chandler, how you and the wife doing, Chandler? You know, I just got off of work. I just got off of work. I was eating. I made some hot sausage patties and some hamburger patties. Yes, indeed. I'm still in my work clothes and everything, yeah. You know, we can wear what we like over there at work. You know, like a shirt or whatever. And shout out to anybody coming in the chat, y'all. Welcome to the chat. I'm not cooking no more, but y'all can come in and chill and vibe out. Welcome to look, positive energy and good vibes. Excuse me. That's what we do it over here on the Phenomenal Family, guys. We like to spread the positivity and spread the love around the whole wide world. And no matter where you're going at, no matter what you're going through, no matter where you're born at, and no matter where you're at right now. Gee, do you like Taylor Swift? Taylor Swift? Do I like her? I'm not really like a fan of her. The last song I heard from her was Fireworks. Oh, that might be Katy Perry. Oh, man. Oh, I know what Taylor Swift song I know. Was she the one that sung "I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It"? That's probably the best. The last time I heard from her. I kissed a girl and I liked it. Yeah, it's probably Taylor. Oh no, no, yeah, that's Katy Perry too. Shoot, the Bleachers, and she's talking about being in school, like, and like talking about her boyfriend or something. Is that her? Is that Taylor Swift? She's talking about her boyfriend in the Bleachers or whatever. If I can remember, it's been a while. I don't know no Taylor Swift stuff. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't want to lie to you. I know nothing about the woman. I know she sung a song before. We're talking about she stood in the bleachers. I remember now. It's coming back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know the lyrics though, but I know how it goes. Yeah, that has to be. That has to be the song. Oh, I know now. Hold on. You wear sneakers and he wears t-shirts, something like that. I don't know if that's right, but he wears t-shirts, he wears sneakers in a bleacher. I don't know how. I think I'm close, y'all. I'm trying to be. I'm serious as a heart attack. I'm trying to. That's the only song I remember from Taylor Swift, and I'm just being honest. Let's see. Do you know what Cardi B sang? Macaroni in a pot, that's some wet ass. In a pot, there's a hole in the house. There's a hole in the house. There's a hole in the house. Is that Cardi B? I think that's Cardi B. There's some holes in his house. There's some holes in his house. Macaroni in the pot. That's a ooh. Let's see. Do I know Hannah Montana? Wrecking ball, coming through like a wrecking ball. What else she sung? What was the name of that during the Super Bowl? I can't remember, y'all. I don't know any Hannah Montana either. I know she sung Wrecking Ball. I know she sung that Mountain, the Climb. And it's the climb. That's her. Yeah, Lil Miley. Shout out to Lil Miley. Or Hannah Montana, whatever you want to call her. Little Miley Cyrus. It's the best of both worlds. Yeah, I remember now. I remember now. Hey, and I'm trying to sing, y'all. I'm not no good singer. I don't want to lie to you. I could try to sing, like some songs, I might be good, but girl song, I don't know, y'all. I can't sing. But ooh, I could try to sing. Like, let's see. Let me try to get something like the lyrics on the screen or something. Maybe I can sing a song, put some lyrics on the screen or something. Let me see. You know, yeah, right. Let's see. I don't know if the volume is down. Good, good, good. How y'all doing, chat? Shout out to the whole wide world, no matter where y'all watching that. Positive energy and good vibes. Thank y'all for being part of the phenomenal family, guys. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Look, all right, this Elvis, y'all right? See, I know this song. The water to a party in the county jail. The prison band, they were been well. Oh, that's right. Everybody in the whole cell block. Oh, dancing to the jailhouse right. Mm. Let me stop playing, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, fam? Y'all wanna see me try to sing something? I'm in a good mood, y'all. I'm in a very good mood, positive energy and good vibes. I'm gonna continue to keep giving that out and spreading that out around the whole wide world, guys. It's listen, positivity to overcome a lot of things, y'all. Positivity and love, y'all. For real, for real. First name, last name, 007. Ooh, let's see. One of my favorite instruments is the Home Alone 2. I think they walking through the airport. I love that beat. Check it out. How you doing? First name. Anybody hit that like button? Y'all hit that subscribe button while y'all at it. Let us know. Must be the money. I don't know if I can. Oh, I don't know that song. I don't know that song either. Man, that food was good. Look, I could even save one for later. It was so good. I wanted to put one on the side, but man, listen to me, y'all. I be hungry. Ooh, California 6969 in the building. Yes, we got Patton in the building. Look, Bishop H Town in the building. Flavors H Town in the building. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Shout out to Texas, y'all. Right next door, H Town. I think connected. Y'all drop in the comment section where y'all watching from. Where y'all watching from? Yeah, look, Boogie Time got something here. What's the New Year's Eve or day plans, man? What is it, man? Y'all know I got work. I'm gonna be vibing. I'm gonna be chilling. But thank y'all for coming on through. Thank y'all for being part of the phenomenal family, guys. Like I said, if anybody comes through, I'm gonna be live for a little bit longer. Anybody sends a $5 super chat, I'm gonna gift a membership out. Anybody send a $10 super chat, I'm gonna give two memberships out. And that's how we rock in the day. Shout out to Booker Town TV. Shout out to iCherish. Shout out to California. Listen. So much passion, so much energy, guys. Every time I think about I'm about to slow down, I get so much energy just coming on back, y'all. Listen, I'm like one of them little energizer bunnies that be boom, 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 boom. I just keep going like one of them little energizer bunnies, y'all. Boom, 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 boom. I just keep going, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing, y'all? I love y'all. Shout out to Bishop in the building. Shout out to Flavors, Booger Time TV, California. Shout out to Tiara, Taz, Chronos, SMB, Niz, Whitney. Taz, every single body that comes through. Shout out to y'all. Ooh, that barbecue waiting. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I don't even eat too much barbecue, but I hear a lot of good stories about Texas barbecue and Tennessee barbecue. Ooh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. How y'all doing, family? Listen, what y'all got planned for New Year's? What y'all got planned for New Year's? What y'all doing? Y'all going to work? Y'all gonna be popping fireworks. Y'all gonna be popping firecrackers. Y'all gonna hit that ooh. Shout out to Alan Collins. What's going on here? Just talking. Yeah, we just talking, Alan. I just got done cooking. I just got done eating. Look, just drop where you're from, Alan. Niz in the building. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Niz. I just got done cooking a hot sausage patty with some burgers on top. I was hungry. How you doing, Alan? Let us know where you're from, family. Let us know. Let us know. You might be new to the chat, Al. You might be new to the channel. New to the channel. We like to vibe, chill, and make everybody feel like family, Al. It's a safe spot, a place we could come vibe and chill at and talk about anything that's going on in the world, Al. A place you could be yourself and come vibe out. Positivity and good vibes. Leave that drama over there and come over here and just be happy. Be phenomenal, guys. How y'all doing? We got Michael in the building from Pittsburgh. I'll show you at casino. You going to that casino? Ooh, we got Michael always coming in the building too. I see you on a couple videos as well. Shout out to Michael from Pittsburgh, y'all. Pittsburgh in the building. Got the I Cherish Bible Garden. Got that okra. Mr. Phenomenal, Dave Matthews. Flowers are blooming now. Yes, indeed. You've been making that okra water too, you know? Okra water. I know. I cherish you. Been making all them soaps. Have to smell good. Ooh, shout out to Niz, Boogie Time TV, Michael. Yeah, everybody that's coming through the building. Thank y'all for the 26 likes in the building, or the 27 likes. Thank y'all. You know, since Boogie's gonna be down in Louisiana, I cherish. We could always take a little road trip on the weekend or something. Even bring a little phenomenal with us. Go eat some barbecue, have some dinner or something. Mama Bowman, we could just go nice little 5, 6 hour drive. Spend 2, 3 hours, maybe spend one night somewhere out there and then come back, Ooh, we like to travel and eat. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. How y'all doing, family? Y'all let us know in that comment section where y'all watching from. Let us know what you're eating today for dinner or lunch. Yes, and let us get a ooh. Yes, we got our Cherish in the building. She's gonna show us all the good spots where to eat at. I know she knows about that good eating. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yep, a road trip. I never been to Houston either. I never been to Texas at all. I've always been to the west, East Coast, East side. Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, all on that side of the map. So it's time to hit a little west. Yes, indeed. You know, even for like February, February or whatever. Yeah, even after, later down the road, whenever Boogie Time wants to do it, discuss it with my baby. Ooh, my partner, my lover. Ooh, shout out to I Cherish with that soap. I love my natural soap. I don't know why they ain't got the Christmas scent soaps for Dr. Squash on sale yet at Walmart, and it's Christmas. Usually it drops down, and I try to buy them all out. Smash Bros in the building, skibbity all cat with the new brim straight 6'7" on the man, grind. You feel me on the guy chat all night, all day. Look at Smash Bro in the building. Drop where you from, Smash Bro. Look, hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button for me. Let us know where y'all watching from, chat. Look, if anybody comes in here, like I said, if anybody, donates a $5 super chat, I'm gifting a membership out. Anybody donates a $10 super chat, I'm gifting two memberships out. Yes, I think we had two videos, maybe three for members to watch right now. Members first, and then everybody else gets. Shout out to the whole wide world. Thank y'all for every single like, share, comment, subscribe. Ooh, y'all come on over to the Phenomenal Family and vibe out, chill out, guys. Just come vibe out, chill out. We can talk about whatever it is. I hope you're having a good day so far. I don't know if you worked last night or what. I have to kind of look up in the comments. You probably said so. Shout out to everybody out there though. We just vibing and chilling right now. I already done ate. So if some of y'all reading the title and be like, he ain't cooking. He ain't cooking. February, my birthday month. Ooh wee. I'm coming to NOLA too. When you coming to NOLA? You let us know when you're coming to NOLA. Let us know, let us know, let us know. Shout out to, I know Snapback's birthday's in January. Yours is in February. We got speak English chat, please. You know, let's see who's speaking in Guapanese. Oh, you talking about Smash Bro? Smash Bro. Ooh wee. We gonna be down here. We gonna be over here. You just come talk. Talk to that boogie time. Snapback in January. February we got your birthday. We got Little Phenomenal's birthday. We got March. We got Tommy's birthday. April. We got April's birthday. And my birthday, May. Oh, these with the super chat. Thanks to you and Boogie for being you. Look, now I'm about to. Ooh, shout out to Niz out here. Ooh, let me give two memberships out. Yeah, I'm about to give two memberships out. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Shout out to Niz. Shout out to Niz. You know, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's my birthday. Can I get a shout out that would mean a lot? Let me see. Parker. Shout out to Parker. Happy birthday, Parker. Parker Cross. Ooh, how you doing, Parker Cross? How you doing? Happy birthday, happy birthday. Let's see who get this membership right here, y'all. We're about to light up the screen like it's 4th of July, like it's New Year's right now. Let's see who gets it. Mainly All Grid, and shout out to Mainly All Grid. You know, it was on my other channel as well, and came over to this channel as well. So shout out to Mainly All Grid, y'all, for being, being a supporter of both of, the channels. You know, my regular channel and this channel. So shout out to Mainly All Grid. We're doing one more. We're doing one more. Let's see who gets it. Ooh, we lighting up the screen like it's the first. I hate y'all. Ooh, I don't hate y'all. I love y'all. But I hate y'all got it, y'all. I hate y'all got it. Shout out to Niz. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Niz. We gifted 2 memberships out, y'all. And then Niz came through. You know, like we said, if anybody comes through with a $5 super chat, we gifting a membership. Anybody comes through with a $10 super chat, we gifting 2 memberships. And y'all take advantage of the memberships. We got 3 videos y'all can watch right now before anybody else watches. And you know, once Boogie Time gets down here, more content's just gonna be rolling in. Y'all gonna see us live. Y'all gonna see us doing all type of things, y'all. Y'all gonna see us live together. Yes, we gonna be going live together, me and my baby. You know, I'm gonna be live with my baby. Look, we gonna be having a phenomenal time, y'all. A phenomenal time. You know, not that C-Wag, no, huh? Shout out to C-Wag. How you doing, C-Wag? Let us know where you're from. Let us know where you're from, C-Wag. Yes, you know, me and Boogie just gonna be ourselves, y'all. Be ourselves and just keep continuing doing what we're doing, cooking, traveling, doing the things that we love to do, you know. Like on the other hand, I love to fish. I don't go fishing too much, but I'll probably go live whenever I go fishing. I might bring a little phenomenal fishing. I might even bring my bullet time fishing. She might be out there catching something, y'all. Shout out to C-Wag from North Georgia in the building. Drop a ooh-wee. Look, if anybody's coming in the chat, if anybody sends a $5 super chat, I'm gifting a membership out, y'all. If anybody sends a $10 super chat, I'm gifting 2 memberships out. So shout out to every single body that comes over here that just hits that like button, the subscribe button. It's no pressure, nothing like that. Y'all I just want y'all to come over here and feel good vibes, good energy, and be part of the family. And listen, if we just vibe out and chill out, guys, if y'all YouTubers, if y'all content creators, don't worry about views, don't worry about likes, don't worry about none of that. Just be yourself, be your authentic self. That's your superpower, guys. That's not always gonna be your superpower. It's just be yourself, and if you be yourself, people will find you, guys. And it might take a little while. It might take y'all some people longer. But if people love you and like you for who you are and the things that you do, you know, they're gonna continue to come back, come back. So shout out to Niz. Thank you, Niz, for coming over, being part of the family. Supporting me and Boogie Time along our journey. And just treat every day on earth, y'all. Like try to get as many wins as possible, guys. Like you're still living and breathing. Like you never know when you're gonna go either. Like you never know when you're gonna go. Like we're not all gonna be. 150 years from now, none of us gonna be here. Put it that way. 200 years from now, ain't none of us gonna be here. You know, ain't none of us gonna be here. So start living your life. Start being yourself. Stop being afraid of things. Start taking leaps of faith. If you could take leaps of faith, just believe in yourself like you believe in God. If you believe in God, and as much as you believe in Him, believe in yourself and make things happen. And just keep believing in yourself, even when nobody believes in you. Look, I mean, there's so many different success stories, guys, from failure, from Elon Musk to Jeff Bezos, failing at ebooks and then turning into an e-commerce business. Now he's the number one selling, which is Amazon. I mean, everybody uses Amazon. J.K. Rowling, and look how many times she got denied from Harry Potter getting published. And then look, Harry Potter's everywhere, y'all. So take joy and love in what you do. Yes, you gotta love what you're doing, guys. Like, yes, I do enjoy coming live, and Boogie Time, she knows that. I do like coming live. I love making people happy. I love bringing a smile to people. Especially people that come from, especially where I come from. Hard times and trauma and just, unstable households. Things like that. I mean, that's where I come from. Like a single mother household, just being the eye at the end of the black sheep. And that's the space I want people to come over here, feel welcome, no matter if there was a black sheep or even if there was a popular one that now they ain't got no friends. Come over here and come vibe out. Oh, Tim Shannon in the building. Whoa, where can I get a good fur burger? A good burger? Ooh, let's see. What a burger they got. It's better to make your own, guys. Better to make your own. I gotta cut my hair again too. I gotta cut my hair again, y'all. Feel like it grew back quick. I don't know when I cut it. I used to cut it every 3 days, so it would look like my hair never grew out. Guess I gotta get back on that routine while I'm cutting it every 3 days. Cause my hair ain't long enough. Don't get me wrong, but I usually cut it every 3 days. Make it look like my hair don't grow, but this thing grew back kind of quick. You know. At Bikini Bottom. Ooh, not the crusty crab. Shout out to everybody in the building. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Shout out to the new members of the channel. Shout out to Niz. Shout out to anybody that comes through. We had 30 likes, y'all. 30 likes. Shout out to the members of the channel. I hope they, take advantage of it. If anybody comes in, if anybody sends a super chat for $5, I'm gifting a membership out. Anybody send a super chat for $10, I'm gifting two memberships out. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And thank y'all. Is there anything y'all want to talk about? I know New Year's is literally like right there, right there. There has to be something going on, like, or something that you want to change. Like by the end of 2026, I want to try to get off the vape. I know it's gonna be my hardest task ever. So I've been smoking for like 24 years. 23, yeah, about 24. Shoot, 24 years. That's gonna be a hard task. I think I can do it though. It's just gonna take some time, y'all. Hopefully I get off these vapes. I think Niz is off New Year's night. Yeah, you off tomorrow night, right? Yeah, it's just gonna be my hardest task. Once you get through a habit, if you could stop for 21 to 25 days, it's easy from there. Any kind of habit, you know, any kind of habit, like if you could stop for 21 days to 25 days, you can get through it the rest of the time with ease. It just be a 3 week, that 3 week gap be a hard thing. New Year's shift, New Year's Day. Ooh wee. I'll get my other phone real quick. Forgot my other phone here. Ooh wee, we ate them hot sausage patties with the burgers, y'all. Ooh wee. Shout out to anybody in the building, y'all. Anybody in the building. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all for the likes, the comments. Anybody that came through. Hope everybody's doing good. New Year's Eve. Start my new shift, New Year's Day. All right, so you gonna be working the mid shift, or you gonna be working like the morning shift? You know, hopefully you ain't in whatever shift you like better. Yeah, coming in the new year strong. I see you, Niz. I see you. And shout out to, the people that was in the Discord last night. Taz and, Whitney. Shout out to Whitney. Taz and Whitney. Whitney went to bed probably about, I know, late. Taz and Whitney probably went to bed probably about 3 hours ago. Probably 2 hours ago. Well, that's not bad. 1 to 8. At least you still get the morning time, and then you get a little bit of time at night. And you can stay up late because you ain't gotta go into one, which is kind of good. Shout out to John still in the building. Yeah, I was eating that food, John. Budget Bliss, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Double tap that screen, double tap that screen as y'all come on in. I just got off of work. I just cooked up some hot sausage patties with some burgers, y'all. I just ate. Now we chilling, we vibing, we relaxing. If anybody's in the building, welcome in the building, y'all. Hope y'all all doing good. Hope everybody's doing phenomenal, guys. We're going into 2026. Y'all drop one of y'all goals. Drop one of y'all goals in the comment section. 7 to 5. Hey, I love 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday. For real, for real. I would love 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday. You get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. Now that sounds great. Hey, I can't wait because like I'm I know overnight. I'm gonna eventually be coming from overnight. I'm not gonna be doing this, not too much longer. It's not something that I want to do. Yes, yes, and I might even do it to where Robin Hood's taking 3%, 4% of my check and strictly investing it into something. Yes, we're gonna be trying to do all type of goals. Investment goals, travel goals, family goals. You know, there's a lot of goals that I want to accomplish. And we're gonna make it happen. Me and Bullet Time, we two strong-minded people, very good at communicating with one another. And I believe we're gonna make a lot of things happen. The other ones. How about some weight loss goals? Not that boy, the other one. I already got that. I could lose weight pretty easy. It don't take too long to lose weight. Yeah, right now I'm eating good though. New Year's, ooh, I might even eat good on New Year's because they carry that black eyed peas. Anybody's cooking it, I'll take some. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Y'all, I like to work out. I like to move. So y'all probably see me, walking on the treadmill, doing some treadmill vibes with y'all. And now I got some headphones, so I can be talking to y'all through the headphones while I'm on the treadmill or walking. Ooh, but we need to invest, and y'all need, make sure you invest. Invest in yourself, believe in yourself, invest in anything that you can invest in. Don't just have your money sitting in cash. Depreciative asset. That's not something y'all want to do. And any way you can monetize yourself. I'm not using the channel for context, just the channel. Podcast also have my music count. Ooh, that music. That music. How y'all doing, family? Welcome in. We just got done eating. Y'all. Now we chilling, we vibing. When I get off of here, I'll probably relax and maybe watch that one episode of Stranger Things. Probably call my Booger Time TV for a little bit, then maybe watch one episode of Stranger Things. 'Cause I'm trying to catch up on Stranger Things. I know I'm behind. I know I ain't on season 5 like y'all. I watched season 1 through 3, and I ain't watched it in like a year or two. Came back, and I'm on season 4, episode 5 or 6. One of them, but it's real good. To this page in the future, right now I'm pretty occupied with the others. I ain't really been on Mr. Phenomenal's page in a while either, brother. And I need to go drop something over there, maybe. But I might change that page. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that page yet. I might drop some content over there, but I don't know. Look at Time TV. That Love Talk podcast is back on Sundays, y'all. Sundays, so she'll be doing, the Love Talk. Y'all doing a live from that page now, Boogie? Y'all gonna be doing a page from the Love Talk page now? Because I'm sure y'all can go live on it, which is good. I think he's gonna start. I think she's gonna start doing it from the Love Talk podcast, y'all. So my phenomenal fiance, Boogie Time TV, and also Ravisher, Sundays at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yes, indeed, Love Talks. Ooh, anybody in the building? Anybody in the building? How y'all doing? Let us know where y'all watching from. Let us get a ooh. Yes, yes, new show dropping this Sunday, 5 p.m. All right, good. So I can start pointing them in that direction. In case I'm live on a Sunday, something, in the morning or in a light evening before y'all go live, tell them that y'all Boogie Time's gonna be live, on the Love Talk podcast. Shout out to y'all. Look, I just got off of work. Oh, my neck. Hold on. Ooh, I just got off of work. I'm relaxing. I'm chilling. I just ate. Oh, I just cracked my neck. Got my body feeling so good. So give me a second, y'all. You feeling like you left this dimension. Like when somebody cracks my back and neck with a chiropractor, you feeling like I took a little trip to heaven. Ooh, yeah, you gonna catch them live too. You know, you gonna catch them. Especially like that. It's a good show, y'all. It's a good show. Check it out. Check it out. Maybe one day Niz could be up on that show with her husband. If you ever feel like it, no pressure, no pressure. Things like that. Me and Boogie Time was gonna be on there one day. And Also Ravish gonna probably be hosting us. Also Ravish gonna probably be hosting us, y'all. So yes indeed, yes indeed, yes indeed. If anybody's in here, how y'all doing? What's up, family? What's up, family? Positive energy, good vibes. Let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. Yes indeed, y'all. 2 more days of the new year. Two more of the new year. Ooh, probably in March. Ooh, I gotta watch all the episodes. I'm about to stay up, take a nap in the morning. Don Trail, thank you, Don Trail. I've been having this for a while. I know the edges are kind of messed up. I bought the poster on eBay, and then I think I got the poster frame from Walmart. I got a Pokemon one in front of me and a Back to the Future one. Because time travel movies are just my favorite. And Pokemon is just so nostalgia for me. Shout out to Pokemon, Back to the Future, Marty McFly. I like that Marty McFly. And shout out to Pokemon, y'all. Ooh, we got Kim King in the building. Kim, how you doing, Kim? You at work today? Let us know if you at work today. I'm super excited to watch Sunday. I might have to check and see who's the special guest. They might have announced it. Let me see. I have to go to the page on here. Yes, back. Hey, can you imagine? Back to the Future came out 40 years ago. 40 years ago. You know how long it took them to film it? So you gotta think, and there's so much stuff in that movie that ain't happened yet. So I'm, Back to the Future came out 40 years ago. That's crazy. So way older than me. Not way older, but I used to also like that other movie where he was the werewolf and he was ripping his shirt open. You know what I'm talking about? Michael J. Fox. Announcement coming tomorrow, Thursday. Ooh, announcement coming? Ooh, hey, Boog, I'm super excited. Oh, all right. So we gonna know who's on that. Teen Wolf, that's it. You know all the movies. See, I like all the '80s movies. You know, there's so many different movies. So many different movies I love from the '80s, y'all. You know, y'all can't never go wrong. You know, like Patrick Swayze playing in Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg. And shout out to even Whoopi Goldberg. She had some good movies back in the day. You know, Sister Act. Y'all know y'all can't go wrong with Martin Lawrence and the movies that he played in. You know, we could talk about Blue Streak. We could talk about Bad Boys. You know, classics. You know, Marvin, even Marvin the Show, classic. What else, man? They got so many. Eddie Murphy. You know, Eddie Murphy. You know, 48 Hours, Beverly Hills Cop. And I liked the Beverly Hills Cop. You know, one, two, and three. And then they made another one way later down the road. It just came out last year, I think. Indiana Jones. Come on, keep naming them because you got all the movies. You got all the movies down the trail. Shout out to Don Trail. Let me see, I think, did you say where you was watching from? Where you watching from, Don Trail? Let us know in that comment section. Shout out to Don Trail in the building. Let us know where you're watching from, Don Trail. You know, I love that Home Alone post. I was glad I went with it because it was gonna be Home Alone. Or what did I say the other movie was? It was Home Alone or something else. It was Home Alone or something else. Philly in the building. Look, and I like, because this was supposed to be for a movie room. So I probably put these in the garage, put the recliners in there, had the treadmill. And me and Boogie Time will end up getting that set up eventually. It's gonna be great, guys. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be phenomenal. How y'all doing, guys? If anybody's in here, let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Right now, we vibing, we chilling out. I do gotta catch up with some comments on the channel as well. Probably do that tomorrow, maybe later today. I don't know, cause I do want to watch an episode. I get an episode going on the screen right now. Reading that while I'm vibing with y'all. Keep forgetting I got the captions on. Ooh wee. Let's see when it is. Let's see. When's the big day when Boogie is coming? When is it? January? You come January 15th, right? She might not get down here to the 16th though. Ooh, Boogie Time TV. Shout out to Niz. Shout out to Niz. Y'all always coming through. Do you have the notifications on? Like, what is it? Give you like a little bell or something, or pop across your screen? I know I don't get all of them, but Stranger Things. There we go. What's number one in TV shows? Let's see. Something overcame. Stranger Things. Might have been Dave Chappelle. Let's see. What's number one in TV shows? Oh, it would be wrestling. Wrestling passed up Stranger Things. Dave Chappelle got pushed back to number three. All right, that's good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Neds. Ooh, I love to hear that. All the notifications turned on. What episode was on? Might have been on this episode six. All right, so we only got two more episodes in this season. Young Gonzo in the building. What's up, Young Gonzo? How you doing? Yeah, yeah, we here this morning. We here this morning. I know I'm here, positive energy and good vibes as always, Young Gonzo. Thank you for being back. We vibing, we chilling, we chilling. I just got done cooking some hot sausage patties, some burgers, and I'm eating this, and Boogie Time just chopping it up in here. If anybody else comes in and chops it up, you know, Kim came in, a whole lot of other people came in. If anybody's new and y'all listening in the background, anybody sends a $5 super chat, I'm gifting a membership out. Anybody sends a $10 super chat, I'm gifting two memberships out. To show love back to the channel, to give some memberships out for whoever comes over here and spends time with the family. Thank y'all, because everything's helping. Me and Boogie Time with the transition. We're gonna be getting a couple things for the house. A new sectional sofa. So whenever y'all see us live, y'all can see us sitting on a sectional sofa, chilling. Great movies: Rocket, Terminator, Mission Impossible, The Mummy, Star Wars, The Day After Tomorrow. I love Christmas Vacation. Jurassic Park was legendary. Independence Day. Now I could say I only watched one Star Wars in my life, and that's when I went to the movie theater. I know so many Star Wars fans. Maybe I need to go watch one or two of them. Maybe to see if I like it. Because before I was never a fan of Harry Potter. You know, I was never a fan of Harry Potter, and then I said, let me go see. Let me stop judging this little warlock or whatever he is with the little broomstick. I said, man, I actually like this movie. And I watched, I know one of my vacations I watched with Harry Potter 1 through 6. I stayed in bed or in the recliner in the room and I watched Harry Potter, y'all. I like the little Daniel Radcliffe, Shout out to Harry Potter, Weasley, all of them, you know. I actually liked the Harry Potter, bro. And I thought I would never like it. Now, I watched one Lord of the Rings and I can't really remember it. A lot of people talk about Lord of the Rings. I don't know what it was. A lot of people liked it, though. I'll tell you that. I only watched one of them, and that was so long ago that I can't even remember. I'm gonna have to watch Lord of the Rings so I can see if I actually like it or not. Because I might actually like it, I might not. I might like it, I might not. It took me a while to watch Dexter, and then once I watched Dexter, it was about a serial killer who killed serial killers. I watched every single season and episode of Dexter. I was like, man, that's a good show. And then now that, I just found out he had two different series, whenever I was on Amazon Prime, I was like, man, Dexter got two new shows out, you know, and I watched both of them, you know. I watched the whole season of Breaking Bad. That was a good show to me, Breaking Bad. You know what other show I did like too? Well, I want to see. What was the name of that other show? I don't know. They got some good shows. I know me and you though. We watched a good show. What was that show called that we watched with that white supremacist dude and stuff? That was a good little show. When I get put in time out because I'm not defending the truth no more. I have y'all 2,000 gifts and boosted 2 videos. Yours top line to the chat. What you talking about, donut brain? Why I get put in time out because I'm not so and boosted 2 of your videos. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Donut Brains, but shout out to Donut Brains in the bill. Let us know where you're watching from, Donut Brains. Uncle Charles. Uncle Charles in the bill? No, not that Uncle Charles. Donut Brains think they'll come into the chat. They hate this message they put in every chat. Shout out to Donut Brains. Uncle Charles. Somebody trying to be Uncle Charles. I don't know, but shout out to Donut Brains, y'all. Yeah, coming into a chat, you know. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Donut Brains. I don't. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Maybe if you be more specific or something, maybe we'll know what you're talking about. But I don't know what you're talking about. Stop preaching, man. Preaching about what? just say y'all want gifts like other YouTubers. I'm not asking for no. I don't want no gifts. I'm just here to have a good time, vibe out with the family. You know. If I want gifts, I'll be saying, "Hey, send some gifts every 5 minutes." We just vibing out, don't I? We just vibing out, vibing out. Me, Niz, and Boogie. Yeah. If I want gifts, I'll be asking for gifts or something like that. We're not asking for no gifts. We asking just for positive energy, good vibes, and come vibe out and chill out. Now, I am gifting memberships out. I ain't gonna say that like every 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You know. Well, a shout out to you, Mr. Donut Brains. Shout out to Donut Brains or Uncle Charles or if it is Uncle Charles, I can't really tell if it's Uncle Charles or not Uncle Charles, y'all. hmm I don't know. You know. And boy, Uncle Charles, Donut Brains, and Boogie Time TV. Shout out to y'all for being here, though, y'all. Shout out to y'all for being here. Ooh, but shout out to Donut Brains, y'all. Thank you for staying in here, Donut Brains. Thank you for being over here. Shout out to Niz. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks to everybody that comes over here, guys. Positivity and good vibes. That's all that's gonna be over here. We ain't asking nobody to do nothing. Ain't asking nobody to do all this, do all that. We just over here having a good time, vibing and chilling. As always, my bad. I'm reading the chat on this phone. I was looking at my phone down there. I'm reading the chat on this phone down here, and y'all can't even see me. Y'all see my hat. Come on, doc. How y'all doing? If you feel that way, sorry. If you feel that. I'm still reading the phone down here because I'm used to reading on the screen right here, but I got Stranger Things in the background. I'm not used to looking at the chat on this phone. If you feel that way, sorry. If you want to come here and troll now, that's on you. Well, if Uncle Charles or Donut Brain, Well, if you don't want to watch Mr. Donut Brains or Mrs. Donut Brains, why you over here talking and typing in the chat? If you don't want to be over here, we didn't ask you to come over here, Mr. Donut Brains or Mrs. Donut Brains. I can't really tell. About a profile picture, but I can't really see a profile picture on here. But you surely can do what you want, Mr. Mrs. or Mr. Donut Brains. Yes, I'm from Louisiana, Slick. How you doing? How you doing? Where you from? Where you from? I gotta get my chair back on the screen. You hear me? What's name with the Disney Plus? I must have hit the TV remote. I'm about to say I ain't trying to log on Disney Plus. I was on Netflix. Ooh, I ain't fighting no battles. I don't go back and forth. Y'all should know that by now. I don't go back and forth. How you doing? How you doing? So you watching these sports? I ain't been watching sports lately. I've been working a lot, chilling a lot. Like lately, I ain't really been up for football. I did watch a couple basketball games, but it's probably only like three, and they play like what, like 80 games. So that tells you something. I don't really watch too much sports. I don't really watch too much football like I used to. I used to watch a lot of football when I had Sundays off, but I barely got Sundays off, and then I was usually doing something on Sundays, you know. But let's see. Eddie in the building. Ooh, Shout out to Eddie. Shout out to Eddie in the building. Yes, see, 86 games. 86. 86. That's a lot of games. I ain't really I know the dude at work is always trying to get me because he has season tickets to the Pelicans games. So he's always trying to give me like a ticket or two, but I say I don't even know if I want to go there, pay for parking and deal with all the traffic, But I did go to a couple Pelicans games. I love to watch some Pelicans games, especially the Titans and the Chiefs games. No, did the Chiefs lose? Because somebody at work said Patrick Mahomes was out for the year. I don't know if he was out or not. You know, I don't know if Patrick was home, Mahomes was out or not. I don't even know if the playoffs started. Did the playoffs start and who's in the playoffs? We don't know who's in the playoffs. Let's see. If things happen, I hope you soon start watching some more. Yeah, hey, hopefully, football season. I'll probably be able to watch some next year. If the playoffs started this year, I really ain't gonna be able to catch no games or maybe the Super Bowl, depending on who goes to the Super Bowl. But I watched the Super Bowl for sure. You know, um, well, I didn't watch the Super Bowl last year, but that's because I was actually on somebody's YouTube live. They was doing like an interview with me on a YouTube live. So I was doing an interview on the Big Jack show during the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl was in New Orleans. So I was literally right there by the Super Bowl when it was happening, but I wasn't downtown like everybody else. Nothing like that. I was at home, you know. Southern Charisma, what's up? What's up? How you doing, Louisiana? I like to fish. I like to fish, but I ain't been fishing lately. I did go fishing a couple times this year. I had caught a couple gators, like on my fishing line. But I don't mess with alligators. A lot of people around here they swim with alligators and stuff like that. But like I'm not the type to really catch no alligator, nothing like that. Now I did have an alligator try to run up on me one time. I know they don't really run up on you or do nothing, but one of them was chasing me, so I got gone. I mean, especially when he seen me fishing, I seen him creeping up on me. Ooh, we got Andy Mine in the building. Andy Mine in the building. You know, how y'all doing? How y'all doing, family? How y'all doing? I'm over here watching a little bit of Stranger Things. I know y'all talking about football and basketball, and then we had donuts in here with Niz. I kind of missed some of the chat because I'm trying to read. I'm getting used to reading on this phone, but I usually read it on my TV screen. But I got Stranger Things playing on there. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you, Slick Media. I don't know if you dropped where you was from. If you up in here, let us know where you was watching from. Man, today it was cold, but the last 2 days, like this morning on my lunch break, it was 39 degrees. I wouldn't say it was too cold, but that's cold to us. You know, the other days it was probably about 75 to 80 degrees, 75 to 80. So it was hot. I was in basketball shorts and a shirt, but that's pretty much about it. It was cold. They had a little cold front come today. It ain't too cold though. It ain't where you need no thick jacket or nothing like that. Ooh, in Middle Tennessee, and see that's what I mean. I don't know if y'all get snow or not, but I know like like I go to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. 1 or 2 years when I went, it snowed a little bit, but then it didn't snow the other times. If anybody's in here though, shout out to everybody in here, guys. Shout out to every single body in here, y'all. Positive energy and good vibes, y'all. Positive energy and good vibes, y'all. I'm not over here to sell you nothing. Listen, like that's one thing about me, and I'll tell y'all that I'm over here just to spread positivity and love. I'm not trying to sell y'all nothing. You know, now I will offer memberships or something, to support the channel, but I'm not here to sell y'all nothing. I'm not here to sell y'all no dream. I'm not here to sell y'all no, no. Yes, I got the secret over here. You come over here. I got this for $25. You purchased it. I'm not trying to sell y'all nothing. This is a place where you can come by, come chill out, you know, come talk about anything you want to talk about, as long as it's positive, it's about love, and we all get along with each other. That's what it's about. Mardi Gras, we already got it set up. It's 2 days after Valentine's Day. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna be asking and begging on here like, like y'all see all these other YouTubers. Y'all do what y'all want to do. I'm not over here trying to sell nothing or sell y'all no fake secret sauce or whatever. Like how some of these YouTubers, yeah, I got this, you buy this and it's gonna show you how to quadruple your money and this and that. Like I was in somebody's live, I accidentally like I guess YouTube popped open on my phone. I'm like, what is that talking? And it was some dude on there trying to sell some kind of, I guess some kind of like book or a cheat code, a guide. And I'm like, man, he's selling that for 50. Talking about, yeah, you can make $500,000 in a year and this and that. I'm like, I don't even know how that dude got up in my feet. Maybe my pocket was clicking on some stuff. I'm glad it didn't pocket dial nobody. Yeah, Mr. Phenomenal Work. I really appreciate you, Chad, and stuff. We're gonna make it happen regardless. Good, and I fake love preaching. Yeah, I'm not trying to preach to y'all. Like, I tell y'all some things like, don't give up, cause and things like that, things like I've been through, you know, and maybe that'll encourage a lot of other people. I'm gonna tell you, definitely don't give up, cause there could have been a lot of times I gave up. I'm sure there's a lot of times y'all could have gave up. Especially with the trauma y'all been through. Like we talked about a lot of things y'all been through and y'all passed the other day. And man, y'all been through some shit. Y'all been through some stuff. And I'm glad we could just chill and vibe, y'all. Work at 3 camp. Yeah, we're not trying to sell y'all nothing, none of that. I don't know what y'all be talking about. Shout out to that boy SMB in the building. How you doing, SMB? You just waking up? You was sleeping tight? I know you was up this morning. You was in the live this morning too. I know SMB was in there. Hope you slept good, brother. Hope you slept good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Vanessa Gomez, how you doing? Welcome back, welcome back. How you doing, Vanessa? Just got done hitting the bag. Ooh, you was doing the punching bag? Yes, indeed. How you like your punching bag so far? Shout out to Kim King with the Teen Wolf. Yeah, I used to watch all the movies. I used to watch all them little movies. Teen Wolf, all of them. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And yes, sir, Mr. SMB. How you doing, Vanessa? How you doing? Please to the community of realness. Yeah, I want to tell the game. Yes, we're not leaving our 9 to 5 jobs or nothing like that, yo. We're not leaving our 9 to 5 jobs or nothing like that. We're not trying to sell you nothing. Shout out to 24KJ in the building. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you back in the building. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I woke up. I bought some hot sausage patties and bought like a 1 pound of ground meat. So I had a little bit of ground meat left. Made some burgers with some hot sausage patties. And I'm just here vibing and chilling, y'all. Yeah. Mom always used to tell me, if you ain't got haters, you ain't doing something right, son. You ain't doing something right. So shout out to every single body in the chat, y'all. Y'all know I take my lunch breaks with y'all. And we just be vibing and chilling, y'all. We just be vibing and chilling. Let's see. Ooh-wee! If anybody else is in the chat, anybody else in the chat, let us know. Let us know. Shout out to anybody in the chat. Y'all drop in the comment section where y'all watching from. Where y'all watching from. Now, this is a weird episode of Stranger Things. That's how we like to spread. And if there's some days I'm not live, it's because I'm catching up on the sleep. I'm doing something. You know, I usually try to come on here and just vibe out with y'all. Vibe out. Hope y'all New Year. I hope y'all got some New Year's goals written down. You can't be sensitive on the internet though. You gotta have a sense of humor. Remember, everyone doesn't think like you. Yeah, that's right. Everybody ain't gonna think alike. Nobody has the same two minds. You know, you can't. You just can't. Shout out to South Charisma in the building. 24KJ Niz. Shout out to every single body that comes back, y'all. I did just get off of work. Came straight home. Literally took the groceries out the bag and went live, and now I'm live with y'all. You look up, yeah, I saw the trailer of certain thing on YouTube. Somebody posted on YouTube. I saw it. I only saw it on Facebook. Hey, my sound back. It was spinning. Should be back. I should be back. All time high. Your chances. Making money just wearing it. Man, my friend 24KJ. 24KJ, and I think he still does to this day. But when I used to work with him at Walmart, and he didn't make much money, but he was good at saving money. The only thing he would buy with his money was silver. Every check or every week he would buy an ounce, and put it in his safe. It might have not been much, but I know at one point in time he had like 150 ounces of gold. I mean silver. I don't know how much that is now, but I asked him why he never bought gold, and he says he just always thought silver was the future. Gold costed too much, and all them other metals was just, so he always thought about silver. He always bought silver. Every check. That's how he invested his money. Every check he would buy an ounce or two of silver and just stash it away in his safe. He had other ways. He was good at saving money because he didn't make much. Like literally, he only made like $9 or something at Walmart at the time. But in the 3 years he was there, he was able to accumulate and save up $40,000 and invest and have over $150,000. 150 ounces of gold. I need to go back to the beginning. Hey, I do too, cause I'm on season 4, but I'm kind of lost. I can't remember exactly what happened in season 1, 2, or 3, cause it was so long since I watched it. Silver stuff. Silver is pretty high right now. Yeah, hey, he used to always buy silver though. He used to, like, so he was pretty good. If he didn't buy the silver, he said he was never gonna sell it. He was just gonna keep it, cause he was always one of the people that always thought the world was gonna end. He always thought the world was gonna end. He always thought the world was gonna end. He was always one of the people that thought the world was gonna end, eventually, and people would need like silver, gold, things like that. And so he always bought silver. One thing else about him, he always used to have tons of MRE food, like MRE food, canned goods. Always had tons and tons of canned goods and MRE foods. Like he always thought the world was gonna end or something, I guess. Always bought MRE, and that's what he always bought, ammunition for his guns. So he never ran low on bullets. When I would call him, he'll be cleaning his guns. So he'll have 6 or 7 guns. He'll buy nothing but bullets, like the world was really about to end or something. Like when I seen that show, it's crazy. My channel, yeah, 24K J, 24K Gold. Ooh wee, man! I heard about Edwin. It's about oh boy, who's it about again? It's about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, ain't it? But that's all. He's still like that. Yeah, he's just prepared. Y'all just prepared. I guess y'all prepared, in case that time does come. We shall have all the silver. And he said he could always melt down the silver if the world did end it. So, I mean, and make things out of it. Or use it as a tradable commodity. So, I mean, if he's still doing it, I have to contact him. See if he's, oh, I just gotta chill. See if he's still doing it. Because I don't know if he's still doing it or not. Yeah, he used to buy so much silver. You see, that's how he used to talk. He used to say, in case I need rations, which is food or supplies. And for some people that don't, that's how he always talked. Yes, if I need rations in the future, I could give one of these silver coins away. You know, the, you know, it depends. Everybody got a different theory of how the world's gonna end. Some people think, the sun's gonna scorch the earth. Some people are gonna think, like I've read so many different ways and watched so many different movies. Some people think a big tsunami is gonna come. The world's full of water as it is. That the water's gonna overtake the land. Who knows what's gonna happen? Yeah, they do. They have bunkers that's made. A lot of people. Man, I was watching actually a TV show where it was everybody showing their bunkers. Some people spend millions on bunkers. 50, 60, 70,000. No, but I know I played a game called Fallout Shelter or something a long time ago. I had it downloaded, and it was me inside of a bunker, living, growing plants, and all that stuff. Man, I know it was number one on Netflix. Was it good? Everybody was saying. Some people were saying it was good. Some people were saying it wasn't. You know, So shout out to everybody out there. SMB, South Charisma. You know. Anybody out there. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. Thank y'all for vibing out. Hey, let's see, what is G6? I was watching a YouTube. Okay, uprising. He was talking about people in the sky. I don't know. I thought G6 and G5 was a jet. I thought that was a jet. That was supply seeds for plants and all. Yeah, he also used to buy. He also used to buy what's it called? He also used to buy seeds too and plant his own little seeds. But he wasn't good at that. He tried getting a little heating lamp. He didn't really have a good garden space though. His fertilizer wasn't good. He would try to buy some fertilizer and do it in his own little backyard, but it just wasn't working out for him. Let's see, the source in the building. What's up, Dora? Let's see. Gold is gonna hit 7,500 by 20 an ounce. When I started buying gold, it was 900 an ounce. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot. And that's crazy. And that's what I was telling even chat, like with back in the day, when I was in Bitcoin and stuff, I bought a half a Bitcoin. Well, like Bitcoin was only 3,000 something at the time. So I think I bought like a half a Bitcoin for like 1,600. So like 1,600. But then I sold it. Like a lot of people probably sold it. But I wasn't expecting to shoot 25,000, damn near no 100,000. You know. Not no 120,000. You know, I mean, who really thought that? You know, like I had Dogecoin when it was 1/6 of a penny. I mean, 1/10, 6/10 of a penny. Yeah, that boy the source 6:30 a.m. Him and Tiara, they both in Hawaii, so their time be so Tiara and way in Hawaii, the time frame be different. I think that's why the source usually goes live at like three something my time. So that's like I guess like maybe 11 or 12 his time. You know, Bitcoin was a move at one point. Man, had 100 Bitcoin, you would have 100,000 by now. Had 100 Bitcoin, 100, like one Bitcoin right now is like what 100,000 still. Yeah, it's crazy. That's just crazy, crazy. Let's see. Yeah, it's in B 3 weeks up there. I put my music on YouTube. I will put my music on Facebook too, but I like YouTube better. YouTube is what my audience is. Yeah, YouTube, y'all. I think a lot of us be on Facebook too or Instagram, but I barely be on Facebook, like posting wise on Facebook and Instagram. Ooh, ooh, I'm back. Metro PCS. I was scrolling down. I was looking at something real quick. I'm back. I'm back. You know when you minimize your screen for a second. You minimize your screen for a second. Hold on. I'm back. I'm back. All right, I'm back this time again. I'm back, y'all. Let's see who's in here, y'all. Let's see who's in here. My bad, yeah. I'm back. I'm back. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'll probably be getting off of here in a little bit. So we'll be at 39 likes. Ooh, I'll probably be getting off of here in a little bit though, cause I do want to lay down some today, cause I do have work the next 3 nights. I'm only off Friday. Y'all know I go live on my lunch breaks with y'all. I used to take a little 30-minute lapse on my lunch break, but sometimes I'll be oversleeping even through the alarm, so I don't do that. I'd rather just be live and talking to whoever comes in there, because a lot of y'all, be coming in. S&B made it this morning. Andy might be in there because it only be like 12 o'clock his time. Be a lot of y'all that be coming back in there. Like, I'm surprised it be like 10, 15 people at that time of the night in the live. That'd be a lot. To me, that's a lot of people. To be up in the live. I'm like, man, I think everybody's sleeping at 2 or 3 in the morning. But I'll be up. My boogie time will be down here soon, y'all. Ooh. Shout out to my boogie time TV. Let's see, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? YouTube's. Let me see. Probably snoring so loud. Ooh, my Coco used to snore. And does Powder lay on his back with his feet in the air? Let me know if Powder lays on the back with the feet in the air. I lay in the back with all the paws in the air, sleeping on his back. That's how my Coco used to be. Knocked out on his back, all four in the air. If anybody's in here too, probably get off here in a few minutes, because I do want to watch this episode of Stranger Things, because on my off days, I barely had time to really, then I only having Friday off, Monday, y'all probably see me live. I don't know exactly what time, you know, about either running or fighting right now. You know. Thank you, 24 KJ. Ooh, I see you, 24 KJ. You know, do you drive long form over there too? Oh, this phone. Cause I know I seen some of your shorts. 24 KJ. Yeah, subscribe to this channel. Alright, you do got regular videos. You ain't dropping a while. But is that must be the jewelry you said? Do you own a jewelry shop? I'm on your page right now. Yeah, you do jewelry unlimited. And you got different links. All right, you know, you come up in the chat and let me know when, if you did drop something. You know, I like your description too. Look, I like how at the top, the first thing you got is, is autism is beautiful on your description, bro. You know, so shout out to you, bro. You know, you can tell you're a good-hearted person, bro. Shout out to 24 KJ. Let me make sure hit subscribe and notifications on. And you know, you can tell you're a good-hearted person, but just the first thing you got in the description is autism is beautiful. Shout out to 24 KJ. I see you, bro. So shout out to 24 KJ. You know, you always in here, bro. You always in here just gifting, gifting, gifting. And throwing, throwing hundreds, throwing gifts, and always coming back. You always come. Always come up in here. Even if it's for a little bit, if you're busy and like you like I'm coming through real quick, hitting that like button and so shout out to 24 KJ. Ooh, yeah, I'm sure you're doing great with all that. How many kids do you have on 24 KJ? How many kids you got 24K? Ooh, all right. Three boys. I got a boy. We got a baby on the way. We're gonna let y'all know if it's a boy or a girl soon, so y'all stay in tune for that. You know, and we're gonna let y'all know. Boogie Time ain't got no kids yet, so y'all gonna know if she got a boy or a girl. We gonna let y'all know if she gonna be a mommy, I mean a boy mommy or a girl mommy. Now, y'all let me know in the comment section. Hey, they got some kids. They got pregnant at 14, 15, 16. I don't know how old you are, but I'm pretty sure you're doing a good job. I mean, you have a good heart, and like, you talk about investments and doing things. So I'm sure you're setting your kids up for success. I'm sure you're setting your kids up for success. I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm sure you're setting your kids up for success. Because just the way that you talk, and the things that you do, the things that you do. Hold on. Right. Keep the cleanest earbud. I wonder what a mic is at for this earbud. Is it at the top part right here? Where the mic's at. Where's the mic built in on this thing? I'm coming back, yeah. Alright, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. If anybody's in here, thanks for all the kind words. I need it sometimes. Man, trust me, I know I'm 24 KJ. I'm working hard, and it still feels like you don't do enough. Especially with being a man. Like no matter how hard you work and things you do, and the hours. Some days you don't even get sleep. It just feels like you still don't do enough. As a man. But you know, I mean, I know we do a lot. We do enough. But to us, we be feeling like still it ain't enough. That's that's just how we be feeling sometimes. But you're doing a good job, 24 KJ. A real good job. I'm sure you're a damn good daddy. I'm sure your kids love the hell out you. And I'm sure, they love being around their daddy. And, I hope something phenomenal comes your way. Stay for now. Yeah, stay for now. Stay for now, guys. Listen, don't let nobody kill your joy, your happiness, guys. No matter who it is, guys. No matter who it is. I don't care if it's damn near your mama, or even if it's your damn wife, or your husband. Like, even if y'all, even with marriage, do, continue to keep doing the things you love and just, keep being you. Your husband's gonna love you for you, and your wife's gonna love you for you. Just continue to keep being yourself, no matter what. Like that's the way it is. I'm sure a lot of things like when y'all moms and dads was together, I'm sure they didn't agree on nothing. But they surely agreed on you. They surely agreed on you. You know. I'm looking forward to the New Year's too, y'all. I'm looking forward to New Year's. That's something about like with our son. Like well, what me and my the mother of my child's son. With the Pokemon cards. Like whenever I was buying Pokemon cards, I was putting them away for him. You know, or whenever I opened up packs and stuff like that, it went in the safe for him. Like even with these cards that I got right here that I pulled on my channel, because I'd open up some Pokemon things. Like some of his cards now, his collection's worth a lot. Like ain't no telling what it'll be when he hits 18. And me and Shayla, or me and Boogie Time, for our child as well. We're gonna be putting a little something, something away. Like either something, have a little tiny like even if it's like putting a little bit of gold away, putting some kind of collectibles away, like Pokemon cards and things like that. Or even if it's buying a couple stocks, or that's a good thing about dividend stocks as well. If y'all know what dividend stocks are, you could always pass that down to generations too. So you never sell a share. You just keep accumulating, 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 accumulating. Collecting dividends, and you could be using them dividends, on bills or whatever you want to use it on. If y'all know what dividend funds are and stuff. Donde? Mexicano. How you doing? How you doing, Reno? Reno in the building. I'm from Mexico. Maybe. I might be from Mexico. I can't let ice know. Oh, 20 baby in the building. Ooh, you know. Shout out to everybody out there. Everybody out there. Ooh, like I was just talking about Big Jack. I was on the Big Jack show for the last Super Bowl, and he just commented on a picture of mine on Facebook. I forgot I had Big Jack on Facebook. Shout out to Wigs on TV. Oh, Wigs on TV 420 Vape in the build. How you doing, Vape Lord? Was the hey? Did you have any luck with finding a job or doing any interviews or applications for 20 vape load? And how you been, Wigs? How y'all been? How y'all been? How y'all been? How y'all been? Ooh wee, ooh wee. We in the building. We in the building. What's up, Wigs? What's up, 420 vape Lord? 420 vape Lord. Shout out to 420 vape Lord in the building. Shout out to Niz. Niz, you got work tonight too? Tonight's your last night, and then you off tomorrow night, and then the next night you start your morning shift, the 1 to 8. I think I'm right. I should be right. I don't know. Wigs, ooh wee. 420 vape Lord, ooh wee. Shout out to 420 vape Lord. He's from near New Orleans, a little bit further. He's from New Orleans, but he lives in Slidell now. So shout out to 420 vape Lord. 420 vape Lord. Probably lives about 45 minutes away, 40 minutes away. So shout out to the vape Lord. What's my favorite New Year's food? Let's see. Like to eat on New Year's? You know, maybe cabbage, black eyed peas. Maybe look, maybe eyes. Hmm, maybe some fried shrimp. I'm doing a 1 to 8 Thursday to get some lottery training. Then my Friday, Saturday overnight. Then the first day. Oh yeah, 'cause the lottery machine is cut off overnight, right? Shout out to that boy 24 KJ. What another super. What another super. That boy 24 KJ. Ooh. Shout out to you and your 3 kids, 24 KJ. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Advertisers New Year. Once Boogie Time moves in, y'all gonna see me and her cooking something in the kitchen together. You know, let her focus on some good cooking. I'm still gonna be doing some cooking because I want to do some cooking for my Boogie Time too. Because she's gonna need a break as well. Some days I could cook. I know a lot of people probably thought I didn't know how to cook. I kind of say I don't know how to cook, but it ain't really that hard. To cook easy, simple meals. If you just put your mind to it, sometimes it's pretty easy. Especially when you make a burger. Man, I remember one time. Member time. Let me give a member out. Hold on, Boogie Time TV. Let me give a member out. Yeah, hold on. Austin, my uncle put. I'm not reading that out loud. But shout out to Austin in the bill. How you doing, Alex Ream? We're about to gift the membership, y'all. We're about to gift the membership. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Let me gift that membership. Hold on. Let me gift that membership. Let's see who gets that membership. 420 Vape Lord. Ooh, what kind of spread? Let's see who gets it. Let's see who gets it. Let's see who gets Stash Cash got it. Ooh, shout out to Stash Cash. I was watching one of his lives. I ain't really watched content probably in like a day. I might have watched 2 or 3 videos yesterday. Some of the people that are content creators of the channel. Shout out to Stash Cash. He got it. Ooh, Stash Cash got it. Shout out to Stash Cash. Boogie Time gifted. I might gift one more membership before I get off of here, like at the end. Towards when I'm about to get off of here. Let's see, let's see. I love to cook, so I cook as well. Hey, I do enjoy cooking though. Especially since I got that griddle. Like just cooking on that griddle. Trying to get my online smoke shop running. I just dropped a page. Ooh, what you selling vapes online? Or you selling something? Or I'm like, you might be selling that. Let's see. Tanks in the building. Yeah, we just did one tank. We just did one tank. We did one earlier too. Well, we did two earlier because the Nids came through. And then we did one with Booger Time TV. We did one with 20 time Boogie Time TV. Ooh, we S&B make it happen. Just keep getting, just make it happen. Ooh, we. Hopefully, one of y'all do get one of the memberships. Hopefully, one of y'all do get one of the memberships. Ooh, we. This dude look like Harry Potter up in this show just now, and it looked like one of them scenes. You got pins on your site, bro? Let's see. Let's see. Hold on, let me see. Water pipes and other stuff. Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to get my own license motion. Make sure I don't miss nothing. Water pipes and other stuff. You got pins. Yeah, hey, I hope that smoke shops has been going good too. Like especially vape shops. Like around here, a lot of people trying. And I was just watching a YouTube video not too long ago. It's probably like 4 or 5, probably about 3 to 4 months ago. It was about like how a dude started up his vape shop. Now he got 4 or 5 of them, and now how all 4 or 5 of his vape shops made over like $2 million so far. Like that's pretty cool. But he don't even vape. That's the thing. He don't even vape. And he owns a vape shop. But he started off. Hold on, yeah. Yes, sir. Hello. Hey, let me make sure I ain't calling. I don't know how you take these earbuds out your thing, and it activates the voice activator. And started calling somebody from work just now. Anybody think I'm calling, do. My bad, I'm back, y'all. I think my friend Ray Van, from work just pocket dialed me because when I answered, and ain't nobody pick up. Ain't nobody see nothing. Not a vape right now. Let's see what Ned said. I missed a little bit of the chat. I would totally buy merch. Let's see. I'm supposed to be having a dude from work make me a Ooooweeee shirt, y'all. Let me see if he messages back. He was supposed to make it. I told him I didn't care what color of fonts it was or nothing right now. So I could come up with one. I'm supposed to be getting an Ooooweeee shirt. Ooooweeee! With me and Boogie Time, I'm gonna be setting up the spring tea shop. And we're gonna go over some of the designs and stuff together once she gets down here. Yeah, we're gonna design stuff once she gets down here. And yeah, we're gonna do a couple giveaways and stuff like that. We're gonna spread positivity and love, guys. We're gonna be doing giveaways and showing love. Especially to people that come back all the time and show love to the channel, y'all. You know, yeah, we probably will. And then we'll probably email you. If we do send a shirt out or something too, or something like that. If you don't feel comfortable with giving your address and email, you could always get a PO box and stuff like that. Yeah, our members can help us decide some of our first designs. We could, cause I think we could do like a members only post too. And get an email list. And then you could always, if you're in the Discord, now, some random people might come in the Discord, some people might not. So you could DM us on the Discord as well. So we know it's you and because I ain't got the Discord set up yet. Exactly to with all the different servers. It's probably where anybody could just come in there and things like that. I know like Taz and Whitney was talking all the way to like 5 or 6 in the morning. They was just chilling and vibing. I was at work, like 2 hours after my live, they was up in the Discord vibing and chilling with each other all the way to like 6 this morning, probably. So I was like, damn, 3, 4 hours later, they still chatting. I'm trying to read what they talking about. I ain't get it, I wanted to chill and vibe out, but I'm like, man, I'm working. I'm working. So shout out to them. They was just vibing and chilling, y'all. That's cool. Yeah, we're gonna get some stuff all figured out, guys. I'm sure you could have moderators in the Discord as well and things like that. Well, I just started getting back on Discord. Because I had a lot of people that come in here at 420. And a lot of people come in here. They're like, well, how they was asking for my Facebook and stuff like that. Then they said, I'm like, I ain't get my Facebook. Not to everybody. I'm not gonna get my Facebook. Josie back in the building. So they said, well, how can I contact you with Boogie Time on? Do you have any social media, Instagram or Facebook? And then they ended up, then they asked if we had a Discord and a couple people. So we ended up, what up, Joey? So, I ended up making a Discord. I started making a Discord. I got the Discord going. It's probably only like 6 or 7 of us, maybe 8 of us right now, but people be communicating in that. It's cool. Seeing people talk outside of the live. Seeing, and checking in on each other. It's good. And just vibing with each other. Josie in the building, that baby coming soon. Ooh, a lot of people at work, since I posted, like on my Instagram and Facebook and everything, and I was having a baby, they trying to get it out of me so hard. 'Cause I even tell them if I'm having a boy or a girl. And they be trying so hard to crack me. And I'm like, I'm not telling nobody right now. I'm like, I'm not telling nobody. Zombie killer in the building. What's up, zombie killer? We got zombie killer in the building. Ooh, yes, it's always about good. You gotta have good energy too. Like nobody wants to be where you. What's up, Chad? Thank you, Brian Time. No, shout out to Brian Time. Thank you, Brian Time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to Zombie Killer, 420, Josie. Shout out to everybody out there. Yeah, you gotta have good energy, guys. You gotta have good energy. You gotta have positive vibes. Like I even always, people always used to tell me at work, and this was like 2010, 2014, like when everybody used to come to work and be like, man, this ain't gonna get done today. I used to be the first one. Yeah, we gonna get this done today. Come on, y'all. What y'all doing? Come on. Why y'all just sitting there? It ain't gonna get done because y'all sitting there now. My manager used to be like, man, that dude is full of energy. That's the type of people we need around here. I'm like, come on, man. Y'all talking about it ain't gonna get done. It ain't gonna get done because you just sitting there. Y'all wasting seconds. Y'all could have done touched 10 boxes by now. What's going on? Come on. Come on. Y'all moving around. It's not gonna get done. It's because you ain't trying to get it done, family. Come on now. They used to love it though. They used to love it. I used to come in there with so much energy. Everybody, it'll be 5 or 10 of them, like, yeah, this ain't gonna get done today. We got all this to do. Man, the quicker you start working and start doing stuff, you're gonna get it done. My oxygen was only in at 57. I passed out like 3 times. The biggest heartbeat, though. My goodness. I hope, oh man, I hope you're good now. I mean, you're on here, so I hope you're good now. Let me see if I missed something before that. Oh, had to be worse than I was on last night. Let's see. What's the Man, Josie, I hope you're doing all right. If you're out the hospital, that's good. If you're home with your family, but I hope you be careful. If you rushed out the hospital too quick, too. Because I know people that rushed out the hospital quick. Especially with being low oxygen. Because one time my mama was low oxygen. She kept on. They kept her there overnight. She kept on trying to leave early. I'm like, no, let her stay. Shout out to Peter in the building. How you doing, Peter? Peter in the building. Yes, I remember you, Peter. How you doing? How you doing? Shout out to Peter. Yeah, take it easy. Take it easy, Joseph. Take it easy. Shout out to Peter in the building. I don't know how to say, the rest of your name, so I'm just gonna call you Peter. I don't like to say things wrong. Can you feel when you're not getting enough? I know that's what I be thinking. Can you look? I know I used to not get enough oxygen to my brain. I used to have issues with it. Because I had way too many red blood cells. I didn't even know what all that was. I didn't know you could have too many red blood cells, too much white blood cells. I didn't know all of that, you know, and and that's why I used to have issues breathing, and now I don't feel like that no more. So maybe that I got older, but I used to have issues kind of breathing, and I used to, they said enough oxygen wasn't getting to my brain like I should be getting. I don't know if that's a bad thing, a good thing. I mean, I know it's not a good thing, but I don't know how bad it is. Let's see. Nikki in the building. Ooh, shout out to Nikki in the building. SMB. 420 vape lord. 420 vape lord. You be vaping? What you be doing? Geek bars or what? And I hope that smoke shop does good for you. I hope that smoke shop does good for you because they got a lot of people out here that smoke. Smoking all type of stuff, vapes, tobacco, natural herbs from the ground, all type of things. They even smoking that stuff that what they call that K2 and all that stuff. I hope they all right over there. Nikki, ooh, let's see. But the problem is that they're not trying to dig into the situation more. They just want to give meds, and I'm not even taking some of the meds they're giving me because of my pregnancy. Man, and them doctors gonna try to get you back, get you back. Always try to get you back over there. Yeah, you do in like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Them natural herbs from the ground. Ooh wee. I know it's legal in New Orleans and they got dispensaries all over now. Y'all got dispensaries up there? Y'all got dispensaries in Slidell. Y'all opened up some up there. And I know it started being, medically down here. Took a long time, but it ain't recreational, it's medical. I don't know if y'all got the dispensaries in Slidell yet. But I know we got them in New Orleans. They opening up the fourth one right now. Opening up the fourth one. I heard some dude yelling at work earlier. He was on the phone. Why I'm gonna buy something, this amount from you? Why I'm gonna buy this amount from you when I could go straight to that place and get it even cheaper? And it's legal. I was like, man, they tripping. These dudes, then they on the phone talking about like, oh wow. Let's see who fog of age Josie. Well, January 17th. Ooh wee! The Angels gonna be here. We got them here, but I'm in Ohio. We moved because of Katrina. All right, all right, all right. All the way in Ohio. Yeah, it's probably like a recreational state. See, they made it legal down here, but only medically. You know, so you can get it. They got dispensaries everywhere now. Well, not everywhere. They're building a fourth one now. I know one of my friends was just talking about how his neighbor came knocking on his door because she was complaining that it's too much weed smells coming. You know, he's like, well, I ain't gonna, I'm gonna tell y'all what he told her, because he wrote it, because he wanted to know if he was gonna end up, she ended up like was a Karen and ended up, posting him out or something like that. He don't know, he told her, you don't pay my bills, you don't pay my bills, it's legal. So how you gonna go knocking on your neighbor's door and tell them that it's too much weed smell? You call the police, they smoking at their own house. You can't tell them nothing. I mean, how you even gonna go knock on that man's door and tell him something in the first place? Nah, a whole bunch of things going on. Not that cloud of smoke. Like I ain't got an issue with weed or nothing like that. Things like that. It's legal in so many states. You know what I mean? It's legal damn near 30 something states now. I think maybe 40. So eventually it's gonna be all 50. It's gonna be all 50. That's crazy. Like I was just reading, like, 'cause he and he was like, wow, like out of all the things somebody complains about, she complained about that. He just wanted to know if he was gonna end up. It's like a thing called nosy neighbors. It's like a group, and they post things about people over there, things that's going on, around here. Yeah, you can't take no gummy. She's pregnant. She can't take no gummy. All I can think about them is some guys. What's that in the aura that's smacking me? What's that in the air that's smacking me? Oh, that God. You can get in California, you can get here in Alabama as well. Hey, it's pretty much legal everywhere. You know what I mean? And every time my husband is 51 and a tree climber, he has a ton of injuries. Trust me, it is. And pain meds. You don't look. I ain't been on Tylenol and probably about man, and I'm so glad. Like, I mean, I be wanting to take Tylenol, but if y'all knew me just not too long ago, I was taking six to nine, sometimes even 12 Tylenol a day, a day. I mean, that's not good for your liver. That's not good for the line of your stomach. I was looking all this stuff up. And I would buy the 500 bottle of Tylenol, and I'm like, ain't no way I went through two 500 bottles of Tylenol, and I felt like I got it not too long ago. I said, ain't no way I went through 500 Tylenols. All right, Joe's, ain't no way. That's a lot of Tylenol. Like, so if he has pains and stuff like that, I'm glad he's choosing that over Tylenols and stuff like that. But man, like I was in just y'all don't understand. I was in a bad car accident, and I felt bad because even one day when I was in Connecticut, I was laying in Boogie Time's bed, and man, my back was just in so much pain, and I didn't want to tell her that I didn't really feel like doing nothing, because we already had plans. But I was in so much pain, I felt like crying and telling her that I didn't really want to do nothing. But I'm like, man, I'm on vacation and I'm over here. I don't know what it was, but 2 days I was over there in Connecticut. Like my back was just in so much pain, I felt like crying, and I didn't really feel like doing nothing. I don't even know why my back was in so much pain. Lately I ain't been having that kind of pain. But like me, I dealt with it and I said I gotta deal with it, I gotta just deal with it. I'm on vacation right now. But man, I was like, I can't even lie. And I even tried to get her to step on it a few times, and it kind of like took a little bit of the edge off. But I was in a lot of pain. I'm glad she stepped on my back though when I was there, because that took a lot of pressure off of the back. Like when I was in that bad car accident, I had so many herniated discs in my back. And a lot of times it just hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It just, some days I'll be good. And some days I just wake up in an unbearable pain. It feels like, because when you got herniated discs, there's no gelatin in between your bones, so it's like bone on bone scraping in your back. So and I'm glad he's smoking and doing all them other man-made lab stuff, Tylenol and all that stuff. Now I can't lie, that ibuprofen 800, you take one of them. But I got to the point where ibuprofen 800 wasn't even helping me. And I'm gonna be honest with you, and I was a big fan of the ibuprofen 800s because I'm like, man, one of these take the pain of everything away. Let's see who's in. We got Madeline Clary in the building. How you doing, Madeline Clary? Who else we got in here? Let's see. There used to be one older dude. I don't know. He used to rub WD. He used to say his joints would hurt, like his kneecaps. He used to rub WD 40 on his knees. I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google that. I don't know if that really works or what, but I don't know. Dude was rubbing WD 40 on his damn kneecaps. Please keep us updated, Josie. If you're still in here, I know you said you'll be right back. Ooh, and her baby's coming soon, y'all. Her baby's coming soon. I know her fiance's happy and ready. And if anybody's in here, welcome in the chat. Welcome in the chat, y'all. We just been chilling. We've been vibing. I came home. I cooked some hot sausage patties, some hamburger, added it together. I should have chopped it all up, added it on there like it was chopped cheese or something. Hey, and it's hard, especially with look, you being pregnant, and then your oxygen low, and then you have to go to the hospital, spend hours in the hospital, and deal with all of that with being so close because she's so close to her giving birth. She's literally what less than 3 weeks away. Okay. So that's gonna be rough on her. I wouldn't say really heal the pain, but it blocks it. I know it blocks the pain. I'll tell you that. It keeps your mind off of the pain. You know, I know it keeps your mind off of the pain. I'll tell you that. I mean, 'cause some of y'all know y'all always ask me. I got my medical card. I have my medical card. I have a lot of back problems. I have, slight anxiety problems. Weed helps with anxiety, but I don't have anxiety as bad as I used to have it at all. Cause I mean, I overthink things, but nowadays it's just like, F it. It is what it is. You know, whatever happens, happens. So that's why be, I don't be so anxious no more too much. Life's gonna be life. And I used to be one of the big anxious people, man. Anxious about every single thing that happened. You know, so I try not to be anxious at all no more. My mama never liked weed. My daddy was a big, big pothead. He used to smoke. My mama said he was a big, big pothead. All he did was smoke, stay inside and smoke all day. If he wasn't out on a boat, he was smoking, smoking, smoking like it was cigarettes. Just back to back. But yeah, I have a medical card. I ain't smoked today yet or nothing. I'm not in no pain or nothing like that. You know, I'm tired. It might look like I'm high. Shit. Fucking high. I'm tired. Make Niz a mine. I thought Niz was a mine. You know. Oh, she is a she's a member. And then, yeah, definitely Niz gonna be a mine. Let me make Niz a mine. Shout out to that boy Big in the building. Let's see. Let me add Niz as a mine though. Niz and Whitney for sure. Niz and Whitney. Kiss from Jay in the building. How you doing, Kiss from Jay? How you doing? How you doing? I just got off of work and cooked something, and now we just chilling out, chilling and vibing with the fam. SMB, Niz. Whitney, I'm telling you, Whitney and Taz, they stayed talking in the Discord, chilling and vibing all night. They probably fell asleep so late, you know. What's up, Kiss from Jay? Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, everything, all of the above. Hope you're doing good, doing good. Not that boy Big up in the building. I'm not gonna say the rest, but shout out to that boy Big in the building. Yeah, it is, cause you know how the chat rocks. Positive energy and good vibes. If they ain't with the good energy and the positive vibes, then you might just have to get them out of here. You got the option to get them out of here now. I'm doing good. I'm just tired. Tired. Like I still got enough energy for the chat though. I tell y'all that. Tired, working a lot. Just getting ready for the transition, y'all cleaning up. Shampoo, carpets, doing other things, moving stuff around, but really just working, working. Working, yeah. You know, chilling and vibing. Just coming here, chilling with the family half the time. Chilling with the family. And the way that y'all just been showing so much love to the family, it's been good. It's been good. On lunch break, it probably be, on my lunch break, and I'm surprised so many people be up. It'd be like 15 to 20 people in there. Sometimes even in here, like yesterday, that was phenomenal. Seeing 20, 25 of y'all just, and y'all stayed in there for so long, the same people, you know, just, and it's good, it's good finding, finding people that just keep coming back and likes to chill and vibe and have positive energy and good vibes and stuff like that, guys, because it's 2026 about to be, guys. We don't need none of that. We don't need all that, guys. Who really wants all that drama and gossip? Nobody wants all that. We done been through so much shit in life, especially with what y'all been through, what y'all told me. Nobody wants to deal with that. Who really wants to deal with all that? You know? And shout out to Ned, shout out to Jackson, shout out to Bullet Time TV. Yeah, I got it. I was thinking like, certain people, like Ned, Whitney, 'cause I would think Whitney would be in there, but I think Whitney fell asleep late, boy. Like I said, they was talking on the Discord late, or early this morning. I hope they got some good sleep. I hope they slept good. S&B in the building, dropping that music in 3 weeks. Ooh, look, in 2 days, Ned starting that new shift, 1 to 8. Ooh, in 2.5 weeks, Joe's is having a baby. Ooh, man, so much stuff going on, y'all. So much stuff going on. And look, in 2.5 weeks, when Joe's is having a baby, look at Top TV's gonna be in the building down here. Ooh, man, we got a lot going on, y'all. We got 420 Bake Shop opening up their online smoke shop. Ooh, hey, remember little aspects of our lives. Yeah, yeah, hey, that's how, like Boogie Time TV, like when I was supporting her channel, she used to tell me that. Like even when I used to watch her videos, and it's like she'll be like, I knew you used to watch, like everybody, like I could tell you things about your video, because I do have a good memory. Now half the time I be tired, so I might not remember every single thing from the chat. But yes, I do have a good memory, so I do remember a lot of things. And it's, I do like I might not look like it, I might look like some kind of dude that, man, he got fitted head on. That dude don't know too much. That dude got that accent. It sounds like he was low educated or something. I have a very good memory. And I really do be remembering so much stuff. And I like to remember little things, because I believe I'm one of the people that believe in the little things make a difference, guys. Little things make a difference. Like I know some of y'all might not think that way, but it could be the little things that touches the people's heart the most. And I'm one of them people that you do the little things for me, and it brings so much joy to my heart. Like, for real. And I mean that. Like, so that is from anybody. If you trying to get to know me, like it could be the little things. The littlest things. It don't matter if like let's just say you just gave me $100 or something. It won't matter. If you did something out of your heart and that you truly meant, then and that's what it'll be. Shout out to Trevor Carter in the building. Ooh, not that second part, not that Carter. How you doing, Carter? Not Carter. Drop where you're from, Carter. Let us know where you're from, Trevor. Ooh, Trevor Carter. Trevor Carter in the building. 420 shows you care. Yeah, yeah. I like to know, y'all. I like to know things. Like like I know you from New Orleans. You was in Slidell, and then I think it was it Ohio. I can't remember now. See, I'm losing little tracks. Little tracks. I know you moved. Where you said you moved to again? I'm trying to think. Hold on, I'm gonna remember. I know you said you drive to Michigan. Was you in? I can't remember, but I'm gonna remember. Kirk in that building. What up? I see Kirk messaging in the Discord. Let me see. Let me see. He might pop in a live. Let me tell him I'm live. Kirk might be in what you call it. Kirk might be in here already. Is Kirk in the building right now? Ooh wee. Shout out to everybody. But yeah, I like to remember things. I like to remember little things, y'all. I like to remember things about y'all. Especially like, you gotta learn. You gotta learn. You learn your audience. Learn your community as well, y'all. Like, especially with y'all that continue to keep coming back. You know, real close. You gotta get to know your people, though. Like, or at least remember some things that they said. You don't. Now, there might be some things I miss in the chat because I am trying to watch it off this phone and that phone, but I be getting confused because see, I got my camera pointed with my face be all through the chat right here. I don't know how it looks on y'all end. If you're watching me on the TV or if you're watching me on the phone, it depends. But if you're watching me on the phone, y'all might see the chat scrolling through my face. My internet kind of confuses me because I'm like, damn. Seeing myself while I'm reading the chat. 420, do you got a YouTube channel? 420 Dayflow, do you got any content? I even check over there. You might have some content. Let me see if 420 Dayflow got any content from 5 years ago. How was you 5 years ago? Let me see. Let me see if that was you. That's you right there. Ooh, wee. That might be 420 right there. Look, that might be him 5 years ago. Hitting that bone rip. Now for the two, first number, third high supply fish. We'll be having a YouTube shortly. There you go. Get that YouTube. And I think you had one video on your page for 25 years ago. I don't know if that's you or what. But if that was you 5 years ago, shout out to you. Now look, had that 420 babe, Lord. Ooh, wee, not hitting that bone hit. Look at not that boy 420 hitting that thing. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I thought I had this light on, so I keep seeing the shadow in the back. Thought I hit that light off for a second. Ooh, wee. Still see the shadow a little bit. It's because I got a light right here. It ain't no ring light or nothing. I'll tell y'all that, yeah. Yeah, I got a regular, like one of them Toy Story lamps, that hit me in my face. That light hit me in my face. That Toy Story, that Pixar. Got that Toy Story lamp. Let me see if I cut the light off. Does it make a difference? That's cool having this little lamp right here, though. Let's see. Oh yeah, that makes a big difference. Dang, I didn't know the light. I'm glad I always put this little light on, then, huh? Ooh, wee. That does make a big difference. Nah, look dark. Talk to the dark side. And that makes a difference. I might have to start bringing this little lamp around with me in the kitchen and stuff. Bring that thing in. Man, the lamp works. I ain't never have a ring light. I ain't know how to, if I needed a ring light or not. But, I see why people buy little ring lights. That thing makes a big difference. I guess having a light shining on you, you can see so many different aspects instead of, let's see, yeah, it just turns up the brightness on everything. My bad, y'all. I'm here in the chat. I'm getting distracted by this light. Yo, that's me. Yeah, that's you. I see you. Ooh. Anyone that clicks link automatically is in the Discord. Yeah, I gotta set it up boogie time. I'm gonna try to probably mess with it a little later. I might get a private room set up for things, 'cause I ain't really messed with everything yet. But I think you can maybe make like moderators in the thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's things you can do. Yeah, like seeing moderator actually, you can kick ban the people, time out. Let's see. I don't, if I could probably, I'm gonna make Andy, I guess, edit roles, maybe, maybe I can give, I don't know how to give moderators on here, but I'm gonna figure it out, you know, trying to figure it out. There ain't many people in there right now. Let's see. Members. Let's see, channel permissions. Add members of roles. And I made Andy mine. I don't know if you in there yet. Look, I don't see you in there. But if you go up in there, I'll get you moderate or whatever, so you can kind of mess with the stuff a little bit too. Ooh, yeah, there's 10 people in there so far. It ain't too many. I mean, that's they be chatting in that thing. I'll tell you that. They be chatting in there. Ooh, like I said, I'll probably gift out one more membership. Let me gift that out now. I'm gonna gift out one more membership, especially before I leave. Cause I'm gonna be getting off of here probably like in I say about 5-10 minutes. But y'all could always come in the Discord, start talking, and eventually we'll have mine set up in there too in case we come across any people that come up in there. Let's see who got it. Chris the Flash got it. Chris the Flash. Shout out to Chris the Flash. Chris the Flash is a member of the channel. Ooh. I had seen him at work today when I went in the break room. He was chilling on his phone. I'm about to be clocking in. Looked like he was just chilling, relaxing. Mama Bowman in the house. Ooh, Mama Bowman. Miss Coffee Break, Miss Moving Mondays. The Discord, let me see. I can send it on this phone. I'm gonna send it on this phone. We're gonna eventually set it up though, in case they be, some perpetrators come up in there, something like that. Because we don't really just want to invite anybody up in there. There's gonna be people that you could ban them, you could time them out. Because I was just looking at that stuff, stuff like that. So you could ban them, time them out. I think I gave Andy my permission. I'm not sure yet. Hold on, I'm about to go on it now. I'm about to come up in the live. Come up in the live. Come up in the live. I'm about to post it right now. This is it right here. I'm about to post it. That was Man, mac and cheese. You must have not seen the chips I was eating. Look, I'm about to show you the chips I was eating real quick with my burgers. I didn't eat no fries because I guess I didn't want I didn't feel like cooking no fries. I was like, man, I barely even want to go home and cook today. I'm tired. Like my body's wore out. It's not like I'm physically tired. Body's wore out. I feel like I'm 60 years old. Oh, my body's in so much pain. It's all right though. Look, see, this is what I would eat. See, we got better goods. That's the new Walmart brand. It's like kind of like Great Value, but it's a little better than the Great Value. If y'all ever see Better Goods, it was a smoked Gouda and mac and cheese. And it tastes pretty good. It looks that better. I think it had too much of a smoked flavor though. I think they had too much of a smoked flavor, but it was pretty good. Like it's really like that smoked flavor kind of overpowered. Like I didn't taste no damn mac and cheese. I'll tell you that. Let me see. Let me see if y'all came in at Discord. Yeah, Better Goods is like a Walmart name brand. It's like so if y'all go to Walmart and you'll see stuff like kind of like the ONN TVs and the ONN. That's like the Walmart name brand. Better Goods is just like a little. It's kind of like in between. It's better than Great Value, but it's not the name brand. But if y'all see Better Goods, y'all might see like a lot of Better Goods. Like if y'all go in the frozen section of Walmart, you might see a lot of Better Goods pizzas and stuff like that, and Better Goods chips. But it's not selling too good. The pizzas ain't selling too good. But some stuff does sell pretty good. They're trying it out. I guess they're trying to see if the name brand. See, it even says it in the back. That's see distributed by Walmart. So it's the Walmart name brand. A lot of people don't know that. But it's like a better, higher bringing of a great value. You know, it's just like a little better than the great value. It ain't too much better, but it's like more quality, a little more quality, a little more quality. Let's see, let's see. Shout out to Kirk. Kirk was asking, he said, "What up? What up?" He said, "What's up?" In the Discord, in the Discord. Shout out. That's cool. Like I ain't really been on Discord like that, but I'm sure I'm gonna learn. He's Jamal. Ooh, I didn't know he was in this thing. Yeah, they got a Costco in New Orleans. Ooh, how y'all doing, family? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome in, y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna be getting off here in a few minutes though, cause I will go watch one episode of, cause the episodes of Stranger Things be long. It'll be like a mini movie. They be like an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes. That episode of what? It's like an hour and 40 minutes. But I'm gonna be back live on my lunch break. I'm gonna be back live on that lunch break, y'all. Ooh wee. Shout out to Jamal. Shout out to SMB. Jamal, you keep on hearing that. Ooh wee. If y'all ever see us in public, ooh wee. Except for if we in the library, don't be yelling no ooh wee across that library. You know. Boy, Jamal still hit ooh wee in the chat. You know. I even got like two or three people at work just keep on saying ooh wee, y'all. Like, it's funny, y'all. Like, and the only reason, y'all know I can't, like, reason, I ain't never watched no Rick and Morty. I know some of y'all say the little dude on Rick and Morty always said ooh wee, and then y'all said, what's the name of that rapper? Walker, Salsa Walker. I said, I never really listened to none of his music, so I don't know what he says. I never really, I can't even name you one song. But I was hungry one day. I was cooking up on that griddle, and when I took a bite, Ooh, that's the first thing that came to my mind was just ooh wee. It was just so good and flavor. All right, Alex, thank you for coming in. Hey, take a nap, take a nap. Everybody gotta lay down sometimes. Everybody gotta lay down sometimes. I'm tired. I'm not really tired. I keep yawning, but when I go lay down, you know how when you be tired, but when you go lay down, you can't fall asleep and you're not tired no more. You know, you're not tired at all. Don't you just hate that? Well, some of y'all might not have that issue. Cause man, my friend, as soon as he laid his head on the pillow, 30 seconds later, he was knocked out. If he was tired or not tired, and that's how he was his whole life. I used to be like, man, you know, hey, for real, niggas, that could be what it is. Man, my friend, he literally 30 seconds, and he was a heavy sleeper. I'm like, ain't no way this dude was sleeping. Ain't no, he's like, cause he used to be one of my good friends when he used to come sleep over when we was kids. He's like, ain't no way he's fucking sleeping that fast. Hell no, I'll be knocked out, knocked out. I'll be like, man, ain't no way. It takes me about a good 20, 30 minutes. He lays there, oh, straight tired. It's the same friend that when he used to cook burgers, he used to not smush them down. And I used to think he cooked. We cooking a burger at my house one day. I always, I got a good memory. He's flipping it, but he never smushed the patty down. Like, and he cooked it for a good long time. Look, when he went to go take a bite of that burger, it was not done at all. Ooh, he was so disappointed. He's like, what happened? I said, you didn't smush your burger down at all. Hey, this sucks because right now I'm yawning, but I already know once I go lay down, I'm gonna be sitting up to about 4 or 5. Just like yesterday, I was tossing and turning so many different times. I tried to go to sleep. It sucks. And then whenever like the other night, when I had work, I told like I hated it because I tossed and turned and I'm looking at my clock. I'm like, man, it's already 7 o'clock now. And I'm gonna be waking up in about an hour. Or Boogie Time calls me at 8. I said, man, Boogie Time could be calling me in an hour. And I couldn't fall asleep yet. I ain't got my phone. I turned off the lights. I turned off the TV. It's pitch black, and then I still couldn't fall asleep. I would look at my phone and say 7 o'clock, and I said, damn, already I got work in 3 hours. I gotta leave in 2.5 hours. And then I finally fell asleep. So it had to probably be like 7:15. And then I probably woke up at 8, so I probably got like 45 minutes of sleep. I was like, man, I hate when you can't fall asleep and you gotta fall asleep the last hour or two before you gotta go back to work. Yeah, I used to be like that. I did have Stranger Things on, but I thought that was probably the reason I was staying up, because I was listening to it kind of too, you know. But then I said, man, let me just get this thing pitch black. Usually I do listen to something falling asleep, but lately I've been trying to go to sleep and pitch with it being pitch black and quiet because I don't know if the TV's been keeping like kind of like just keeping me distracted or what. No, it's good. What you making over there, 24K? What you making over there? Ooh, wee. I don't know what he made. Not the rain sounds or the firecracking sounds, that lofi music. Man, chorizo. Look, me and Boogie Top never had chorizo, but we definitely all gonna try it out. We was talking about that not too long ago. 'Cause somebody we follow, always used to cook it on their lives. Always used to cook chorizo on their lives. You know? Me and Boogie Top might have to try that out. I gotta make it. How do I make it now? Can I do it on the griddle? I got that griddle. I'm trying to make some stuff on that griddle. I don't know how what I don't even know what it is. I know we sell it at Walmart in the dairy section. I know it sells out good too. They keep it right over there by the quesadilla cheese, the little Hispanic section. Ooh, I might have to test it out. Me and Boogie Time was talking about it not too long ago. Because one of the people that we watch, back in the day, she always used to cook it, cook it. She used to cook it with like make burritos out of it. I guess like eggs, little potatoes, and chorizo. If I'm even saying it right, I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Feels like every time I yawn, my eyes get more red. Oh yes, I love chicken and waffles. Do I? I ain't never had no Roscoe's chicken and waffles, no Roscoe, but cook it in a bit, then scramble eggs, put the eggs in it, make burritos. All right. We're gonna me and Bullet Time. We have to test that out. We're gonna have to test that out. Me and my Bullet Time, we definitely have to test it out. You know. Ooh, I forgot my drink. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. Grab another drink too. Cooking with this is my wife's chat. I might have to look her up. Let's see. All right, trying to see. I'm gonna go try to find her. Cooking with. Let's see. Let's see. Which one is it? Is it the first one or the second? Like the pink, like the one with the strawberry, or the one with with the little pink background and the chef hat. Is it one of them around 24K? There's a picture of her. Let me see. Does she have any numbers after Oh, is it this might be you? Is it a picture of y'all, like you and the family? Yeah, 'cause you got all that. Has to be you, man. That jewelry on. That's y'all right there. Right. Hit subscribe now. Let's see what kind of food she got. Let's see what kind of food she got. Oh, she ain't got no long form. She got some shorts, man. You didn't tell her to put some cooking videos up. Tell her to put some of the cooking videos up. Ooh. Now, what kind of chains is that? I used to be in like I used to get I used to get like chains kind of like that made. They was like I used to get from Hello Ice. Like I used to do custom like get custom jewelry. Like it wasn't real jewelry or nothing, but some customized, I had a chain that said monetize, one that said manifest, like different chains. I actually had these Gengar chain and this other Gengar chain, but they broke off, 'cause I got caught at the door at work and it ripped off. So I had these two Gengar chains, you know. All my chains broke 'cause I be moving so fast at work and they be hanging down and I get caught up in something, you know. But these ain't no real, nothing real, and then it was just something because Pokemon. I was in a Pokemon. Shout out to Antone. I used to love my monetized chain or my manifest chain. I kind of stopped wearing chains though, because especially chains that was hanging way too low. Because I'm always moving and I'm always picking stuff up and it'll get caught on a shelf or something and tear off. I broke so many chains at work. You know. Shout out to Antone in the building. Antone, how you doing? How you and Jennifer doing? I hope you and Jennifer's doing good. Yeah, I used to be big on jewelry, 24 KJ. Like, I mean, I ain't got no good watches or nothing. Like, I got a regular, like like a JVW. I don't even know if you know what that is. I got some JVW watches. Just 'cause I always wanted a straight looking watch, but I didn't want to spend way too much on a watch. So I just got a regular JVW watch, and I got the Jet Setter. I ain't never really want to spend too much on a watch, like a couple thousand, nothing like that. But this watch costs a couple hundred. Like see, I got maybe kind of dirty and stuff on it now, but like a JVW watch. Ain't nothing top notch or nothing like that. It's just something to wear. Like if I went out or something, something like that. It's heavy. It actually has like little real diamonds in it. You can't really see them. And it's so small, like you can't really see them. But I love watches. I still wear this little watch. Boogie Time got me too. But I don't really wear my watches too much either. I be scared like I'm gonna get this watch caught on the shelf or something at work too. And my other watch did, my other JVW just like this did break. It fell off, and I think the little pin came off of the clasp. And I ain't never get it fixed. But I like some jewelry. I just lately I ain't been rocking no jewelry. You know, I ain't been really rocking no jewelry or nothing like that. And I ain't been rocking no jewelry or nothing. I ain't even been rocking my earrings. Like I just been going plain Jane, y'all, plain Jane. Like that guy's burger. Y'all ever went on a cruise ship? That plain Jane. I just been going plain, y'all. I mean, I've been rocking the fitted hats. The other day, I was so tired. I woke up late to work. Ooh, easy in the building. Like I woke up late for work. I even forgot my hat. I felt naked without my hat. I used to feel naked without my watch or without a chain on, so I always wore jewelry. But I kind of just, you know, I do rock. I do wear earrings. Some people wear earrings. Some people don't. Everybody had their own, intake on it. But I'm probably about to get off of here, y'all. 'Cause it's 12 o'clock. I got work tonight. Ooh, shout out to everybody that came through though. 24 KJ, Niz. I'll probably donate one more membership. Just since how many we did so far? I know Niz came in with that super chat, so I did two. I think I did one. I think Boogie Time did one, so it's four. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more. Let's see who gets that lucky membership, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get off for a little bit. Shout out to Antone. I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna be back late for my lunch break and probably live in the morning again. But y'all could come up in the Discord and chill out if y'all wanna chill out. Shout out to Wise Highs getting the membership. Ooh wee. But I'm about to get off of here, y'all. I worked overnight and I wanna be able to watch one movie. not movie, but one episode of Stranger Things. I talked to Boogie Town for a little bit. But if y'all come in the Discord, you know, I try to look out for messages up in there, anything. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all. Keep monetizing your lifestyle. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Y'all have a good night, good morning, good day.